what's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, dude?
Man, I feel like everything is good. Everything is good. Cannot complain, man. What about you?
Yeah, same.
Shout out to the cut, though, bro. You fresh to death. I think
Thanks.
it's the first time me and you been on with your fresh cut, man. I like that over there, man. Got me choked up over here.
Thanks.
Jeez.
Yeah, got it done Friday.
Yeah.
And getting a lot of compliments, so it
It's
must be halfway decent.
It's the new look on you, man. I'm digging it, bro. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going this short, but it just happened.
Now, when you say it just happened, was it like an intentional, like, you know what, keep taking some more?
I
or was it like
I was good with going short.
Okay.
I didn't imagine it being this short. I'll put it to you that way.
Respect.
Whenever it was discussed in the middle of the haircut, like, yo, how you feel about where it is right now?
Yeah.
Like, should we go shorter? I was like, yeah, screw it, whatever. Just in the moment.
Let's go.
And we ended up with what we got right now.
Nah, I like it, man. I like it. Well, shout out to the barber. All right. And shout out to the barber, man. So I definitely like that, man. But shoot, man, I feel like I've seen you multiple times. Salute to that. But do you have any deep thoughts or what's been going on with you, man? I mean, like I said, I've seen you, but you know, ain't if you had anything else.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Pretty unprepared today. Not even gonna front.
But it's been big vibes this week. That's why. It's been big vibes.
Well, how about this?
It's been big vibes.
Simple question. NBA drafts tonight, right?
Okay.
Does Bronny go in the first round?
Oh, I would not be surprised if he did.
Yes or no?
I'll say yeah. Why not?
If you have a pick,
If I'm outside the lottery, I'm picking him.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I'll leave it like that.
lottery's 1 to 14.
Yeah.
If you're 15, you're taking him.
Honestly, if I'm outside the top 10, I'm taking him.
And what are you doing?
What you think I'm doing? I'm taking him because I want the big fish.
Oh, you're trying to.
This
get
is
LeBron.
this is 100% that move. But I'm only making that move if I feel like I got enough to go after him. But I feel like I need that.
What about the
Bronny
trade?
piece. I got to get the Bronny piece, man. If I'm on this, I want LeBron on my squad. Then I'm not worried about any of that type of stuff. It's like, yo, if I feel like this is going to give me the best chance to get him, I'm going to go ahead and get him. But if I'm not worried about LeBron, well, then I ain't touching Bronny. I'll wait.
Even as a potential trade piece, though, might be able to get more for Bronny than what he's worth right now.
All I know is if my intent is to get LeBron, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to get LeBron. If I don't think I'm going to get him, I'm not drafting Bronny James in the first round at least.
Okay.
Because I just think, you know, if you start planning to, oh, I could trade him down here, I could try to get that back, maybe he'll come over for that. I just feel like that's a dangerous game a little bit. But I do know if I got Bronny on my team, I got the heart of the king. You feel me?
I think it would
I got the heart of him.
test LeBron to see how much he really wants to play with Bronny. One way or another. Yeah, you take him. It's
Come
either
on, bro, yeah.
LeBron resigns with the Lakers or whatever
That's it.
team he signs
Yeah.
with. It's like, okay, we got Bronny still here. How bad do you really want him?
Yeah.
What are you willing to give up to get him?
I think it's
Or-
dope, too,
or-
that it's at this position, though, you know?
What?
I said that it's even dope that it's even a legitimate conversation, too, man.
It would make things really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really interesting. If
What-
it's a team out of nowhere, out of left field.
I was about to say, what about you? What would you be doing?
Yeah, I think you take him.
Anywhere in the first round? That's what I'm trying to see, yeah.
I don't know enough about this draft and the prospects and how good any of them are, but I think the range you're talking about is something that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Between 10, 14, maybe a little outside the lottery.
Yeah, anything outside that.
If you're not
10, I
feeling
like
too confident in the prospects at that point, just take Bronny.
Get Bronny.
And I'm going as far. I know you said you wouldn't do this, but I'm just taking him as like a trade asset at least.
Just in general, you're like, yo, he's my player. I'm gonna
First,
keep
yeah,
it for
first
something.
maybe you
Yeah.
can lure LeBron over, but if you don't lure LeBron, it's like I think you could maybe get something in return for Bronny, depending on how bad the Lakers or whatever team LeBron signs with wants him.
But what if that team actually doesn't care?
All right, then, yeah,
Now I'm
you
stuck
develop
with Bronny.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I wouldn't view it as stuck with Bronny. I think it makes your team interesting. You're going to be in the headlines.
It's in the headlines, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like that works way better if I got the king with Bronny. I don't want just Bronny by himself. It's like, it's cool, but I like the package deal better. I like the package
I'd
deal
take
way
the risk.
better.
I would take the risk.
I would.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, if I'm
One
if
way
I'm
or
one of
another.
the franchises, I'd definitely risk it. Yeah. That's funny. Because that is tonight, though, huh?
And I think they split it up
That
into
is
2
tonight.
days.
Yeah, I forgot. That is tonight.
I think the first round's only tonight, and then they're going to do second round tomorrow. That's if I read the internet right. I think I saw something that said they were doing that a couple days ago. The draft's tonight, but it's going to be 2 days. It's the first time they're going to split it.
Okay.
Yeah, look,
That's the
at
LeBron
the
effect.
bottom
Yeah.
bottom on ESPN, it says NBA Draft 2024, first round. It doesn't say, full
nothing.
draft.
Uh-huh.
It's just first round
round tonight.
Which is smart. I mean, you got the first round, and Bronny James is going to be a hot topic. So whether or not he goes in the first round, that's going to be something that people are talking a ton
You're
about
talking
tomorrow.
about him all day today. They're going to talk about him all day tomorrow. If he gets drafted today, they're going to talk about him all night. And if he don't get drafted and he gets drafted tomorrow, they're going to be talking about it's LeBron James' son. You know it is, man.
So there's a Deke thought for you.
Shout out to the Deke thought. Shout out to you just know how to get to my heart. You want to bring up LeBron. Anything Bron related is always going to be a great Deke thought. I'm just throwing it out there. So the fact that you went Bronny Jr., Lil Bronny, that just made me think of my little man. I'm like, oh, sentimental. I love it. Shout out, bro.
I think
Shout
it's
out.
the most interesting thing going on in sports right now.
You got a strong case that might be outside of. I think the women's WNBA is more of like the drama that they, you know how they paint the drama. Everything had to be drama. Like, baby, all right.
That's been a hot topic thing over the last month.
Yeah.
But at least for just today, that's
Oh, yeah,
probably
it's
the most
the biggest
interesting
story.
thing.
I would agree.
Where
I
does
would agree.
Bronny get drafted?
I would agree, man.
So you're saying first round it happens? I would think too. I mean, even
Because
if
if
it's
you're gonna
not,
do it, you're gonna do it.
even
right?
if it's not around the lottery, some teams you got to take them in the late 20s. I feel like.
Because this is the thing, Deke. If you think that your team is interested enough that you're gonna get LeBron James, he is not coming to you if you don't have his son. I feel like that's like the big piece that we all have been knowing about since Bronny decided to go to USC. And then when Bronny decided to get his agent and come out to the league, it's like, all right now, we all know what's up here, man. Wherever this kid goes, you have a great chance that Pops is going to.
Well, yeah, it depends on the reports that you believe, because some of the ones that came out recently was Rich Paul saying that LeBron has cooled off of the idea of playing with his son. It's really not that mandatory.
But you got to.
But I don't know how much I buy it. Yeah, I think it.
Yeah.
No matter what, if you draft Bronny, it improves your chances to get LeBron. To what degree? It's not going to hurt your chances.
I was about to say, would you say over or under 50%, over or under 70%?
Yeah, at least 50%.
That's what I'm like. I'm like, if you got his son,
it
we
depends
know
on
he's
the
talked
team.
about this for a while.
Depends on the team too, for sure.
Yeah.
Like if it's Charlotte Hornets,
Nah.
I don't know if LeBron's going there.
Dallas
no matter
Mavericks,
what.
though?
Yeah,
You
there's
know I'm
probably
still holding out hope for
there
the
might be
Mavs,
about
man.
like 10 teams,
Come on now.
handful of teams that if they take Bronny,
What
that
is
definitely helps
Orlando
the chance
guy?
to get
I was about to
LeBron.
say, I feel like Orlando's one of them weird teams that'll take him. See him down there with Paulo Banchero, them type of dudes, man. Got LeBron in Disney World. I can see that too.
You're still rooting for him to go to the Mavericks?
I think that's the
Ultimately.
best chance in terms of him realistically going to get him another one.
Where's your money at? I think he just goes back to the Lakers with this
Probably
JJ
be.
Redick pickup.
Yeah, it'll probably be. But then that's the part where I'm like, I want to see how did they find a way to get Bronny back there. Because we both know, regardless of what they're saying, him, Rich Paul, Bronny, we all know all roads are going to lead back to them being on the court together, because there's no way LeBron, who's played however many years now and is ancient in age, and he finally has got the chance for his son to play, and now all of a sudden that we get it, now you're just going to be like, I'm cool on that? Nah, I ain't buying it, man. So I think wherever he's drafted or wherever he ends up trade-wise, LeBron's going to find a way to be with him on that court this year, man. That's what I think.
Yeah, and I think if you're a team late in the first round, you got to think, again, unless you love one of these prospects that no one knows about or something, but you got to think what you could get in return for Bronny will be better than whoever else you could draft at that point.
Yeah.
That's my thinking with it, too. But yeah, I guess, if no one ends up making the trade,
Hey, look,
either
go
you see what Bronny can do.
Go to
'Cause
Cleveland, go to Philly, go somewhere where we could drive to.
He's
That's
at
what I
least
wanna
a
get you.
second-round prospect, right?
Yeah.
I know he didn't have like the best of freshman years or anything, but there's dudes that come in after their freshman year averaging the same amount of points. Like dudes from Kentucky and stuff.
Yeah.
But some of these one and done guys, they're
Mm-hmm.
getting drafted based off their potential and potential alone.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's like an undrafted guy.
It's Bronny James, man.
I think he's at least a second round prospect. So it wouldn't be like that much of a reach if you take
I could
him
be
late
in the
first.
middle of the end of the second round. I'm like, well, I'd much rather just get him just because. It's like, yeah. He's one of them prospects, man. That's that name, man. I wish we could have seen this with like MJ's kids to see like how it would have played out. Because I think he's the only other one where you would have done that. They didn't, but I think he would have been the only, other guy that you would have
this is
been like that, you know?
You know what, though? I don't know because this is a different scenario because LeBron's still playing.
Well, I'm thinking about Jordan when he was on the back end, but he was still Wizards. Then his kids were still too young. He was already
That's what I mean. It's
retired,
a whole different dynamic.
Because LeBron is still playing top notch, right? I mean, he's not top, but he's like still in that top. Yeah,
he's up there. I wouldn't
man.
undersell it. I think he's still playing like top 5, top 6.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just used to him being one consensus. So when I say he's not there, I'm like, it's loosely based in that top 1 now. It's loosely based, but he's in there. He's in that.
If LeBron still wasn't playing, maybe Bronny is just a solid second round pick. That's all. He might still even be in college.
Respect on that. All right. I like it there.
It's the most interesting part of the draft tonight. I don't know any of these other players.
It definitely is.
I have no clue who's going first, second, third. No clue.
I'm just looking for the headline that says Bronny James to wear, and then I'm going to look to see, okay, do I need to go ahead and get my LeBron James? let me go ahead and cop me some shoes. It's going to match our new unis. I just need to see. We might still be in Laker purple. I just got to check it out. Just, we'll see, though. We'll see. But either way, it's going to be a vibe, man. It is going to be a vibe. So I like it, man. But yeah, let's see, man. We got article we're going to get into, talk about that for a little bit. And then after that, we got the homie TG. Going to hop on the line with us as well, man. Talk about some of the happenings and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely been a vibe, man. It's definitely been a vibe. And the reason it is an earlier start today, man, baby girl is in hoops, man. We got summer hoops action going on, Deke. The schedule is never ending. It's like you think you're going to be just clear, nothing on the calendar for weeks on weeks on weeks.
Baseball's over.
Baseball ended crazy, and then basketball just took over. Like,
oh, no.
It caught us all by surprise. We're like, how did we get to this? Deke, it's like every day. How do we get to that? We didn't want that. We was supposed to be like, yo, do something like for a day and then come back. This is like it's never ending. It's never ending, man.
Tough.
It's never ending. I want to be a good dad, though, so we're going to support.
Yeah, I see you wearing the hat.
It's tough, though, bro. It's tough. Sometimes just like, yo, another. Like, you need another act. It's the summer. But such is life, man. So, with that being the case, let's go ahead. Oh, actually, before we start, I heard you brought a special guest to beat up on your friends yesterday on the golf course, man. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that, man? I heard y'all was on the team together, man. How you pull that one off? That's crazy. Just know that's crazy. Deke brought a ringer out to the golf course.
I didn't know how the match was going to go.
Deke brought a ringer to the golf course and then didn't tell anybody. He just act like, oh, he's just a regular old guy.
I just went out there and played my game.
That's crazy.
I just went out there and played my game. That's all. Nah, I didn't think it was like that. I thought my buddies were gonna play better.
Hey, I heard your buddies ain't even want to play no more, man. You was taking the wheel out of them dudes, man. That's crazy. Shout out to the homie Deke, man. DD Spoils and pulled up. Y'all see though, man. He do some of the behind the scenes stuff for us, man. But he golfs like Deke golfs. And I've learned that. I've seen both of them.
My buddies golf too, though.
No, Deke, because
they golf more than me.
But you're still the guy of the group, though. I've heard them talk.
I didn't say.
No, I've heard.
You're the one saying
I've heard your guys talk. Your guys have clearly stated you're the guy. It's levels to the group. You're the guy. You're the guy. We all know this. You're the guy. So you can't be the guy and then team up with another guy from another group. And it's like now we got two guys together versus the rest of them. It's like, yo, that's crazy, Deke. That is crazy. I like it, but that's crazy.
Like Katie joining the Warriors.
Yeah. I'm like, that's Durant and Curry. Good luck. Like, Oh, yeah, man, we not pro. Oh, no, y'all not pro. Y'all just going to shoot scratch. Like, the rest of us trying to break 100. Y'all over here like, man, I'm going to get scratched right here, bro. I might be 1 under by the time I'm done. Like, yeah, man, that's kind of crazy. But shout out, though, bro. So you back, huh? You back nice. Cause that's what I'm hearing.
Playing good this
that's
year.
The talk,
this
man.
is probably some of the best golf I've played my whole life.
Because that's definitely been the talk right now, man. They like, yo, Deke back outside, man. Deke, where you swinging them clubs, man? I seen it firsthand.
I'm playing pretty good.
Man.
Yeah, I can't front, but it's such a humbling game. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. I don't want to get cocky. I'm being serious.
Here we goes.
Golf's one of those games, dude. Like, I appreciate the compliments, not only about my hair, but for my golf game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to take it a swing at a time,
Deke
a day at a time.
tried to be humble in here. Deke tried to be chill. Man, I was seeing Deke hit some shots, man. We was like, yo, how you do that? How you do that? I couldn't have driven the ball down here and dropped it off any better than that. Like, that's the type of stuff Deke's been on lately, all right? So shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie, man. But yeah, dude. Just know the streets is talking. The streets are talking, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like it, man. Hopefully I'm going to get like you when I grow up, bro. I'm going to get like you. But let's get it, man. So with that being the case, now we can start the show like how we always do. So with that being the case, go ahead and drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, and then that way we give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby.
The Cookie Monster tuning in from the 610 Reading, PA.
Shout out to the Cookie Monster.
Jason Winston, the 213 West LA. Cali all day.
What up, Cali? West Side.
Mac, the Guru, Baltimore Gaming from the 410 Baltimore.
B-more in the house. Okay.
We got the Don Hefe Quan from the 323 Watts, California.
Shout out to the Don, all the way out there in Watts, baby, one time.
Damon Brown, Augusta, Georgia. Less than a month before training camp.
Let's go. We seeing all the cool workout vids, too. I don't know if you've seen Russ. With the OG trainer, Freddie Rowe.
He's getting ready for Myles Garrett.
Nah, big facts on that. Big facts. But I don't think Myles
going
to do him like
Rudolph's
that. Myles ain't going to do him like that. I said, oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Quick feet, heavy hands. Let's ride.
Robert says he's Bob from Connecticut.
Shout out to Bob from Connecticut. Major love.
Jaron, Pittsburgh Steelers for life from the 559, Visalia, California.
Visalia.
Finally moving back to Visalia.
Shout out to Visalia, baby. Shout out if you know, you know.
X Concepts 1 from the 724 Claridge, PA. Trading for Ayuk would really put the Huck Tua on this offseason.
Yo, Wiley. All right. Yeah. We like the Ayuk. We're just gonna leave all that else out of that. All right. Shout out to the social media though. All right. Internet be internet. I am actually hip to that one. I'm very hip to that one. I was like, oh, I caught that. All right. I be getting on the internet at the wrong time, Deke. I don't be knowing how I be getting on the internet when that be just popping off. It's like, yo, it's everywhere now. I think I even see AB get out there. I was like, oh, hey now. How'd this happen? All right. I like it, man. Let me tap it real quick, man. All right, because I got the homie Tom J tuning in from the desert, California Fields. And he says Fields for the win. He's from the desert in California, but he says Fields for the win. In terms of Justin Fields. Shout out. He's putting his name in. All right. Drop a name in the hat. I see what you're doing. Then after that, man, the homie Malvo does it. 562 East Side. LBC, you already know what it is. Long Beach, California. Then after that, Christophs, or is it Christophs? I think it's Christophs or Christophs. Christophs. No, it's Christophs. Shout out to Christophs in the 305, the MIAO, Miami Beach, Florida. Love it. Then after that, Michael G in the 407, Orlando. He says, the Steelers hating on the whole league in 2024. Oh, I likes that. All right. We're just going to whip everybody butt this league. I ain't tripping on none of that, man. All right. And then let's see. Who do we want to end it with?
Noriega says he'd mop the floor with Russ in the boxing ring.
Ooh.
I'd pay to see that.
I don't want to pay to see that.
Noriega versus Russ?
No. I think it's a lose-lose for Russ. It's a lose-lose for Russ. It's zero good that can come out of that for Russ. If Noriega wins, it looks terrible on Russ. And if Russ knocks out Noriega, it's going to look terrible on Russ, man.
I'd pay for it, though. I'd
Man,
tune in. I think that'd be interesting.
Crazy. No. Russ, sit that one out, Russ. Put somebody else out there.
That'd be good entertainment for the people of the podcast.
Get Cassius Marsh. Can we get Cassius Marsh out there? I think.
Yeah, I don't think people from like a national standpoint would care about that, but podcast people, I'd be pumped to see it.
They wouldn't care about Cassius Marsh out there. You don't think?
Oh, Cassius Marsh. I was still talking about Noriega versus.
You wouldn't care about that? What? That's crazy.
Cassius Marsh versus who?
Noriega. Throw him in there with Noriega.
I'd pay to see that too.
All right. There we go. Yeah. I think it's just more even that way. Because it's like, yo, if Noriega beats that one, then it ain't going to look bad on Cash. It's going to be like, yo, that's Noriega. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I just think it's different. Because Russ is like, yo, it's Russ. Yeah.
All right, I'll say one more.
All right, what you got, man? What you got?
Gregory Collins, 727, Newport, Richie, Florida.
Newport, Richie, Florida. Shout out to Newport, Richie, Florida there, man.
And Corky's Research tuning in from Lisbon, Ohio.
Let's go. And Noriega says he really does know how to box. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's a lose-lose. Because if he didn't know how to box and Russ won, then Russ looks bad. But if he does know how to box and he beats
Russ
him,
looks good.
Then Russ looks bad either way.
I think Russ looks good if he beats him.
No, not at all, man. You can't beat on no fan. No, heck no.
He signed up for it.
No. That's frowned upon. Everybody knows. It's kind of like if a person on social media talks reckless to you and you just crush them back. They're like, hey, man, why you guys say that back to the person like that? That's jacked up, man. It's going to look like that. You can't win, man. Can't win.
I think it'd be fine.
I like your energy, though. I definitely like your energy, man.
Fine. Yeah,
if Noriega's
calling him out, and
it
could be set up legally, sanctioned, however you want to phrase it. Yeah, it's fine.
Do it like exhibition or celebrity or make it official.
Something like that. Man. Yeah. Maybe street fight's a different story, but yeah, if it's set up, we got it streamed. We all know what it is.
And then you turn it into Nate Robinson. You turn it into Nate Robinson. You see what happened to Nate, right?
Well, that's if Russ loses. If Russ wins, I think it's fine. I think it's good luck. Actually, that's what I want my quarterback to do.
All right.
I want him to win boxing matches.
All right. Okay.
Be that dog.
Okay.
Be that fighter.
Okay. I don't want my quarterbacks fight. Keep them out the ring. Stay pretty. Stay good. I'm put my linebackers out there. All right. I got LBs for people that want any of that tussling. LBs and getting them trenches. Give me one of them D lineman cats, man.
Yeah, I'd prefer my quarterback probably not getting into the ring.
Like, Lord,
but if he does and he wins, I'm pumped about it. I'm really pumped about it. If Russ says, yeah, let me do a boxing match, and he wins, I think that
it boosts him up.
Yeah, I think that bumps his popularity.
But if he loses, it might. But if he loses, it's gonna feel like when Miles.
That's the risk you take.
Remember how Mason Rudolph, when Mason Rudolph walked out that stadium after that Browns game, we all felt like that was an L. We ain't feel good about that one. It was like, God dang, you low key was kind of trying to push the issue, and I'm just like, yo, stay out of that, man. Just look the part. Russ looked the part. I like the fact that he looks tough enough that we could just leave it out there in the air like you never know. I don't know, man. Oh no, I don't want that one though. No fight.
Tyron, first Uber of the day, says, I can't lie, Deke, you're going to have to quit Bleach Report, and Little G is going to have to quit baseball.
Oh, no.
Because I need this podcast every day.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Nah. Much love to y'all, though.
Respect. He said, Deke, you tired of us, man. He said, yo, y'all keep not having days, man. You know, we ain't got time for this, man. Fair enough. Now, just pulling back the curtain. We have football camps with the Steelers on Monday, all right? So you got to take it up with them for that one, all right? That's so dope. Now, Deke is rock star. Deke big time, man. So, yeah. But the Steelers on me. Because I was trying to do like what Pure Bloods would do. You know, they would go to the Steelers football camps instead of other football camps that are located elsewhere, you know? So that's what I was just trying to do, Deke. I was trying to do my job, you know? I'm like a hybrid full blood. Yeah. So I'm just trying to do all my little things right. So I show up to all the camps. I throw them, you know what I mean? That's what we are. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go, UW. So there's a lot of talk about an 18th game, but players like Elliott say they aren't paid enough. What do you think ownership would have to give up in the next CBA for the 18th game?
No, this is a major sticking point, man. And it's something that I think will continue to be a sticking point, unfortunately, man, because the NFL, they're going to be trying their hardest to get that 18th game done sooner rather than later. But we know in game, whether it's in 5 or 10, they trying to get to that 20 piece, man. They want 20 up. So
20 games.
That's what they're looking for. Because
where'd this come from?
No, think about it.
All I've heard was 18 up to this point.
Think about it. 18 is the soft play. You've already been getting 18 with preseason. What have they already been talking about cutting out? Preseason. So cut down on preseason, add more regular season. That's the goal. But this ain't new. Like I said, man, back in 2010, 2011, they were talking about trying to get to 17 games. We saw it took them a couple of years, though, to make that finally happen. Then it was like, all right, now we're going to try to start flirting this 18 out. But they already started, let's cut this preseason because that's the money part of it, and we do understand that. And there are going to be certain players that preseason isn't that big. Regular season is more important. But in terms of what Let's Go UW is referring to, there are going to be sticking points because even when they increased the games from 16 to 17, if your contract was still, active, they didn't adjust your pay in terms of, let me pay you an extra check because you got the extra game. It was, no, we're going to take your same pay that you were getting for 16 games. Now we're going to divide it out over 17 games. So now you're going to actually get a little bit less money in playing that last game. So that's what, Elliott is referring to. And it is real. But the problem is this, man, trying to get everybody on the same page in terms of what they want to fight for. We saw they added the 17 game for weed being risen, right? The threshold. And remember we had Marquise Pouncey and a couple other guys kind of like talking about, yo, you're crazy. Don't do that. But it's, from my perspective, I would always say it's easier for the guys that have made it, that have, hit that, second, third contract, so to speak, to take those approaches and kind of be like, nah, man, we don't have to do that. Nah, man, we can, hold off on this. We don't have to rush for this. But when you look on the NFL roster, check the Steelers right now. How many of these guys have got that second contract? How many of these guys have already hit the mega millions, right? We would say Russ, Fields, because he was the first rounder. We're looking at Broderick, Troy Fautanu, Najee, TJ, Highsmith, Queen, Minka. I don't know how you look at E-Rob, but he's lower M's, but he still has some M's.
Yeah, I mean, he's played.
Cam is 11. We'll say Cam, Larry Ogunjobi.
Yeah.
So it's like as you continue to just kind of go through that thing, that's, just the little things like that, so to speak, man. But that's just a small portion to an all-season roster that has 90 guys. And then that's just our team. So now when you do that 32 times and you start talking about the dudes that are on the outside of that got nice money conversation, it's a lot harder for those guys to kind of see some of the things that the other guys will be able to be telling them. And that's the way I'm like, yo, I can see it bumping that 18 games sooner rather than later. I can see it, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're definitely going to do that at some point. Steel Nation on fire. John Rise Plumlee said he would return kicks if that guarantees him a roster spot.
Hey, man, shout out to John Ross. He been out there at them little football camps, too, man. Cool little cat, man. You seen him running in, what's that, UCF this last year?
I like that mentality.
He can run, bro. I
think it's different for him than a Fields.
Oh, yeah, night and day.
Definitely different.
Heck
but
yeah.
I'm all for it. Whatever. I mean, he ran a 4.4 something, and he could bring that element that we liked about potentially having Fields back there and being able to, like, throw the ball across the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with it. Sure. I'd test it out. Why not?
Yeah. I would like to see it in the preseason. Because my only concern is those hits are going to be, potentially. But for him, man, what do you got to lose? Because he's, not buried on the depth chart, but you think you got 3 dudes that have already taken game reps, have started in this league. 2 of these dudes we're, very, very excited about their future, future being with us potentially. So it's like for John, that gives him an opportunity, man. It gives him something.
He's in the more you can do phase.
Ain't nothing wrong
part
with
of his
that.
career.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't know how open he'd be to receiver and tight end and all that. Because I do remember him saying that the reason he signed with the Steelers is because we view him as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do think returning kicks is a little bit different than getting offensive packages where you're playing receiver in all these different positions, taking on a slash role. So maybe he could still be exclusively quarterback, but then just have this little niche of returning kicks too.
I think for him, man, too, it's the sense of when we were talking about Justin Fields, and it's like, man, when you start opening up that door to being a slash, you can very well become that full time and never be viewed as a quarterback or never get another legitimate opportunity to play quarterback. I feel even stronger, about that if John Ross is the one that starts doing some of this gadget stuff. He'll easily turn into a Taysom Hill. I could easily see
good
that.
For him.
I would agree. Unless his dream is to play quarterback. Because if his dream is to play quarterback, kind of like Tim Tebow, we were like, yo, you could play tight end, and you probably could be a really good tight end. But his dream was quarterback, and that was the big reason why he waited so long to transition. I feel like Terrell Pryor was similar also. Early on, wanted to play quarterback. Eventually was like, I play wide receiver. And we saw him have success there. But for some dudes, it's like, if this is what they, identify as, nah, I ain't trying to go there. But if that's like, the position that they identify that they feel most comfortable in, that could just be that, they don't want to go and try these other stuff. They want to, exhaust all these opportunities here.
Again, I think if that's Fields or for Fields, that's the right approach to go like right now. But with John Rice Plumlee, you're the fourth quarterback and you're undrafted.
You don't think John could do it?
I think
beat him out?
With Steeler Nation on Fire here said on this comment, and that Plumlee would be open to returning kicks. I think that's the right approach. I think you should do that.
Deke say, yo,
Fields,
be smart.
no,
Be smart.
Fields, you're the backup here. We just traded for you. I think we still view you as a quarterback. I think a lot of teams around the league still view you as a potential quarterback. More on like the long term side. You had the hiccup in your first 3 years with the Bears here. Now that this is a good spot to reset. So if you start doing all this extra stuff, you could be putting yourself in a bad spot. Now I still think that Fields has enough juice still. He's still young enough in his career that if he does do some packages, if he did do some kick returns, teams would view him as a quarterback next offseason still.
Okay.
Especially if he plays good. Like, I don't think that's going to be held against him.
I mean, but this is the thing, though, Deke. If you see him look electric as a slot wide receiver on some gadget packages, and you've never seen him look that consistent throwing the football, how do you tell yourself I would want to move him back when I've just seen him do something that I had never seen him do?
I think that's different if we're just putting him at one position. But
okay.
I would think that we're putting him behind center, and maybe sometimes he rolls out and motions to receiver. And so I still think predominantly if we got him out there, he would be at quarterback. That would be my guess, at least. Like Wildcat type of stuff, at least.
Yeah, see, I look at it different. I look at it like in the sense of you're going to use him in tandem with Russ. Russ is still directing it, but if you're throwing it almost like double pass type situations, like I want to see you on the move in that slot. I want to see you lined up in that backfield. I want to see, what it looks like if it's you, Najee, Cordell Patterson, or you, Cordell Patterson, and Jalen Warren or something. Like, what does that look like? And you still got Russ, a dude that can get anywhere out here as well, man.
Yeah, then you might be starting to do Fields a disservice by doing that.
But he would still thrive, though, because of how athletic he is. And the profile that he has.
As long as it's, and I said this before, as long as it's not taking snaps away from him playing quarterback, like the typical snaps he would be taking this offseason. If it's just in addition, okay, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Rice Plumlee, this would be cool.
Say, Rise.
Good approach.
Rise, you're not Fields. You got to know who you are. Know who you are. If you're Justin Fields, you're a quarterback. Stay in that quarterback room. John Rise, whatever you could do to get on that moving train, man.
They're talking about Boz actually kicking off.
Shout out. All right. Well, because
he needs to bulk up a little.
Was it me and you, or was it me, you, and TG when we were talking about how many teams we think are going to have?
We said like
TG
4 or 5 to start the season.
Mm-hmm. Because
like
you're going to go through
be
some different strategies, Like, I'm sure you're going to have the ones that are trying to sky it and have it dropping right on that, in between the 5 and the 1 yard line type convo. I don't really think there's going to be a ton of incentive for dudes to want to just kick it out the back of the end zone. We talked about that because of how the rules are changed. And then you got the other side where it's like, it's all well and good until that guy has to tackle. And there's a strong possibility with the new format that kicker is going to have to tackle somebody, man. Or get off a block. Just like, man.
Let's see how quickly balls can bulk up.
Mm.
Thad C says GQ Deke.
Shout out the GQ Deke. I mean, you are pretty fly though, and you got the taco meat out. We already know the ladies. The when we look back on the analytics for this episode, it's gonna be more viewership on the ladies. I already know, bro. I already know.
Bit of a bump.
Come on, man. Hey, I appreciate you. Just know I appreciate you doing that. All right. We need more diversity in our analytics, anywho.
Company man.
Man.
Tito Good Vibes gifted a Moats membership to Frank K.
Shout out to Tito being an absolute rock star at life. And Frank K, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
King Rewrite. I like the tough schedule.
Let's
People are
talk about
upset.
it.
But if we are the contenders we know we are, it'll be a good warm-up for the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Games will be fun.
King Rewrite. I love your energy. I love it. We've talked about this. And, I mean, shout out to me and you, man. We had our talk even before the schedule had came out in the sense of the layout of it. We looked at the teams and we still felt confident about it. We said, what we said in the sense of we're going to have to beat these teams. We're more than capable of it, whether we're talking eyeball test or, the let's look on paper and see who has the better roster, player for player. We're in all those conversations. But at the same time, now that, people kind of get a chance to see the layout, yeah, they defaulted to the panic, and there is nothing wrong with that. We get it. Some people call it panic, yeah, what it is. But I look at it like this, man. This team is ready to go. They're going to have all the pieces in place. We've already seen that based on the moves that they made roster-wise. I think we're all in agreement that we're still looking to see what they do with that wide receiver situation. Could you add to the party just a tinky wink? If not, we get it. But I don't think we got to be worried about any of that type of stuff, man. Those teams got to play us, and a lot of those teams, them AFC North teams, are going to be in that same gauntlet. So that's the other part of it. It's not just us having to play the Browns, the Ravens, and the Bengals in a short span. No, they got to play us too, and they got to play each other too, all in that same short span, man. Shout out to HBO Hard Knocks for that. All right, but either way, man, we're gonna be fire. We're gonna be straight, and it's gonna be that much more violent at the end of the year, but it's going to get us right for the playoffs, man. Because, as we saw last year, even in that Bills game, you can't warm up to it. When we get out there, we got to go hit the ground running, man. And every possession counts. So, I ain't tripping on it, man. I'm not tripping.
Alex Allgood says we should have talked about Mitch as a receiver.
Mitch, like Trubisky? He ain't
No.
that type of athlete. Whoa.
No.
Who would you say is the better athlete, Mitch or Kenny?
I think Kenny's faster.
Yeah, I think he's a better athlete. Yeah,
he's definitely faster.
I probably would have went Kenny, Mitch, and then Mason. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting take.
Hey, shout out. Do you think? Nah, they probably gonna do that. Never mind. I was wondering. I was like, you think Kenny could get on the field that way in Philly with some of that gadget stuff? Because I feel like they might do that type of stuff over there in Philly.
No,
they do the QB powers anyways.
They already got Hurts doing Wildcat stuff already. Yeah, he's taking direct snaps. I don't think he did as much last year as he did in
the
his
year before,
almost
right?
MVP season. But yeah, Hurts is like already a pretty versatile piece in and of its own right. I can't imagine that.
Respect.
Let's go, UW. Fullback Jack Coletto might just beat out the younger Hayward for a roster spot this year. He's a name to watch for in camp.
Are we getting spicy?
Can you confirm or deny that report? Let's go, UW.
Getting spicy. Well, the thing is this. We won't be able to tell those details until a couple weeks from now. That's a pads popping position. You don't win that one in shirts and shorts. Fullback, nah. That's we need them pads on you. That's let me see who can kill who in training camp, and then obviously carry that over into the preseason. But the one thing I will say for Jack that he has the advantage of is he is more of a natural fullback, whereas when you look at Connor, he is more of the versatile H-back. He could do some of the tight end, he could do some of the blocking, you could put him out and he'll run a route. I think that's the difference. So depending on what they're specifically looking for, they might view those dudes separately. But at the same time, if they classify Hayward as strictly the fullback, I do think that could challenge him a little bit more. We just said fullback, the mentality and what the ask is just a difference than H-back. It's like it's different, man. You go out there and get that little kick out block every once in a while, or you fake the block and you're going out and running routes. That's a difference than line up directly behind this center. We running this ball in this B gap, Deke, and it's gonna be this linebacker over there on that other side. It's gonna be trying to knock you out. Now go in there and running him full speed and don't slow down, and you can't cut him either. You got to stay up. You know why? Because Najee Harris running behind you. We don't need a pal, so you got to stay up on your feet. I just don't think he is gonna be as eager to do that and thrive and survive for that long. Because that's
You talking about Connor Hayward?
yeah. Because it's a different, like the same way if we looked at Moof.
I agree.
It's like Moof that's not his skill set. If you put Moof and say, hey Moof, go in here and lead up on his back, it's like, no, bro, he can do it in a situation, but you don't want that as the fullback, man.
Yeah, it all depends on how Arthur Smith's going to run this system here.
Yeah. And then the flip side is
Michael Pruitt could be a name to watch for at fullback. It's going to depend on how much does he want a traditional guy, because if he doesn't feel like he needs a traditional guy and he could moonlight a player or two at times for snaps, then you could deal with a Michael
I think
Pruitt
and Hayward. I think both of them.
Maybe even throw Darnell in there for a couple snaps too.
I would
but
agree.
if he wants traditional fullback, I think Coletto has the inside track.
I would agree.
And he's got a prerequisite too. He's a former inside linebacker.
Yeah,
so you
so
talk
he already
about
crazy.
the big hits and collisions and stuff. Like, he knows about that.
And we had one dude that was a former linebacker that transitioned to fullback and made a Pro Bowl career out of it, Rosie Nix.
Yeah.
So we've definitely seen that before, man. We definitely seen that before.
Yeah, because literally right now, if you look up the Steelers depth chart, Jack Coletto is our starting fullback.
Well, yeah, because, like, who else would you put back there? I'm like, Pruitt and Connor Hayward are almost, like, the same in terms of, like, how I view their usage and body types. Darnell, I think he's in that convo because of the blocking part, but athletically, I think it's going to look awkward if you put that 6'7", 6'8" back there and say, hey, go get in that 3-point stance and then go lead up. You're like, oh, no, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, that is an unsung battle, though.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Bo. Let's go, UW.
And Rod, I wasn't referring to him playing collegiately D-tackle. I was talking when he came to the Steelers. He had played linebacker for about 3 practices. And it was like, nah, bro, go play fullback if you want to live in the league. That's what I'm referring to, man. But I know that's your man's.
Was he doing linebacker down in Atlanta?
When he got cut,
year?
I don't know. I just know when he came to us, he was a linebacker. And we was like, all right. And then that's when they hit him with the go over there and take that walk to the other side real quick, man. But it worked out great. Like, it didn't initially. Initially, it was like, yo, it's hurting. But then it was like, yo, he started hitting back. It was like, oh, yo, this kind of hurts. And that's what you wanted to see. I think Jack Coletto was way closer to being able to do that type of stuff too, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, he can definitely do that.
It's nice, too. He's got a good guy that was coaching him, or he was around a good system.
Yeah.
I think over the last year or so with the 49ers. I know ultimately he didn't have a role like that because of use checking what they already have there. But he learned under a pretty good program over there with the 49ers in terms of just an offense and the scheme and everything. Steeler Nation on fire. I didn't like the Trenton Thompson release.
Low-key, I felt awkward about it as well, man. Because we didn't get a chance to talk about that. We
still haven't replaced him.
Yeah, we haven't.
We picked up another receiver after dropping Denzel Mims, but I think we still have an extra roster spot.
Yeah, because we did Trenton Thompson and Denzel Mims. Was that last Thursday or last Wednesday? Because it was right before we came in to talk. Yeah,
it was last week, and we picked up that Jacob Copeland, receiver from Florida / Maryland.
Yeah.
So there's an extra spot.
How'd you feel about it, man?
We're making a receiver signing, receiver trade.
Bump that. How you feel about the Trentons?
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of the Denzel Mims loss either. Like, if we're replacing Denzel, I know it's the 90 roster and everything, but Denzel Mims is a way more intriguing receiver to me than a Jacob Copeland.
That is very fair. That is very fair. Like, not even on it's like, no, that's legit.
Like, at least just keep Mims around then. Like, if that's what you're doing, if it isn't this big signing or this big trade as to why you got rid of Mims and Thompson, then just keep Mims and Thompson. Especially now we haven't replaced Thompson either. Thompson was good whenever he had to get out there.
Because I'm just trying to
look
look
awesome
at
in the preseason. I can't remember if it was the preseason last year or 2 years ago, but whenever we asked him to play during the regular season,
He played
and our
well for
secondary
us
was
when we
hurt.
needed
Yeah,
him.
he got a
Mhm.
pick in the Bengals game. That
Played
was the
well
first
for us when
game
we needed
Canada
him.
was fired. Yeah,
Mhm.
that one was on the road. And, yeah, we'd rotate him around, have him get some snaps out there. I thought he fit in. I thought he did what he needed to do. And he's young, so I don't know what exactly his career trajectory could be or what his ultimate ceiling is. But for his short time here and what he was asked to do, I liked him.
Because I'm looking at our depth chart, right, in terms of the safety room, and I'm just trying to see, do they look at him as odd man out?
I'm sure they do. Because
you got Minka,
we have the top 3
Elliott,
safeties, Killebrew, and then we just picked up Watts in the draft.
But wait a minute, before we even get to that, right? Elliott, or you got Deshaun Elliott, Minka Fitzpatrick, DeMonte Casey. Can Cam Sutton also go back there?
Right, exactly. And then Watts with
and then
his
Ryan
supposed
Watts, that's the young guy.
versatility.
Yeah, so that's what, 5 cats before you even talk Killebrew, who's the special teamer. That's the only thing I could think of, almost in the sense of like if this was last week going into or 2 weeks before, you know that period when the season ends, right? And it's you see a guy get released in February or the first week of March, and you're like, why did they release that vet then? And they're like, oh, give him a little head start, man, before everything gets crazy for agency wise. I'm like, are they viewing Trenton that way instead of making him go through a training camp, go through a preseason where they already looking at these numbers and saying, bro, you're not going to really, unless these dudes get hurt, you're not cracking this lineup. Maybe they're kind of giving him that opportunity to go out there and see on his own, maybe.
Yeah, maybe there's a better body camp that we could have, a guy that would get more time.
Yeah, because at least for Trenton, I think Trenton, he can go other places, and I think that he would have a legitimate chance to be in a rotation somewhere.
So maybe we did him a service.
Potentially. Now, if he doesn't get signed, then it's like, dang, bro, y'all left me out here high and dry. But
now Noriega's saying we did pick up someone to replace Thompson, a defensive tackle from Falcons. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that either.
Let me see.
He's talking about because that's the.
We got a name.
He's not this Willington dude. It's not him.
It was 5 days ago. I'm seeing that. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. Willington
Prevalon. But he's his first year. He's out of Rutgers.
So I guess that's the spot though. That dropped 2 and then picked up 2.
Yeah.
So that was our grand plan, was getting rid of Mims and Trenton Thompson.
Maybe they're giving both of those guys better opportunities. Maybe that's what they're saying. Because let's look at the receivers. Let's look at the receivers for Denzel, and let's see.
I think Mims could have made it as like the 5th guy.
Let's talk. GP, Roman Wilson, guaranteed, right? Van Jefferson, we feel strongly about in that top 3.
Yep.
Calvin Austin, right?
The next best chance, yeah.
Then after that is Quez Watkins, Scotty Miller.
Yeah, and I don't think Calvin Austin's even guaranteed.
Yeah,
as we sit here right now.
Yeah, he's in that combo, bro.
Right. Jacob Copeland not in that combo.
Yeah, because after that is Marquez Callaway, Dez Fitzpatrick. Oh, man, yeah. Denzel could have had opportunity here, man.
Don't know what happened.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe they're setting it up for the big trade. Maybe we're going to get the big trade. And he's just like, look, Denzel, we ain't want to waste your time, bro. Because once we make this trade for this receiver, Ayuk or DK or I think those are the ones we're thinking of, right?
Cortland Sutton.
Fair. Okay.
Or sign Michael Thomas.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I don't know why I don't like that one. I should like that one, but I don't like that one anymore. I feel like the more I think, I'm just like, I'm good on that one now, bro. I used to like that one so much too. That's the crazy part, man.
Yeah, a little bummed we got rid of Mims, and this was our replacement for him. Not the end of the world, though.
We'll be all right. We'll cook with him still. He'll still cook.
Right. Yeah, those would be the names for the trade, though. I saw a report that DK Metcalf is working out with Russ. Ayuk, that's all over the place right now.
I seen Ayuk, man. I think it wasn't a podcast.
I saw some reports that said Steelers are cooling off Ayuk because they don't really like how he's handling all this.
Because he's like all the way out there with it now.
Yeah, and I don't blame the Steelers for thinking that. It's like, all right, bro, we're gonna give up all these assets for you. Who's to say after we witnessed how you handled this 49ers situation that midway through the season, Pickens is elevating. You're not getting the ball as much as you want. Like, you're not going to act out. Like, we just got rid of that with a Deontay Johnson.
I would agree, but this is my only...
Why are we giving up a second-round pick
rebuttal.
and paying this dude $25 million to get the same thing? Even though he's better than Deontay.
But let's talk, though, Deke. If Ayuk isn't acting like this, and the only reports we get are from the Niners, do you, me, or anybody else think that he's upset or disgruntled or wants to trade? No, because when the reports first came out, we both said the same thing. Ayuk ain't really said anything. He been chilling on social media. He's not doing interviews, and we saw there was zero movement, zero urgency until I think when he said the whole, man, they don't want me or something like that, and then it picked back up, and then from there it's like, all right.
He's been posting stuff on Instagram. He's been chirping a lot throughout. Yeah.
He cleaned out the whole social media, did the follow the Steelers thing, but it was like it still wasn't making enough noise. Now that it's making noise, it's almost like, yo, now you're making too much noise. It's that fine line.
Yeah. Because you could let us know or let the public know, let other teams know that you're disgruntled in a more business-savvy way.
Yes, but it doesn't have the same
impact. Just go through your agent, right?
But it doesn't have the same impact, though. We've seen that. It's like the agent could leak it, the media could talk about it, but until we see that player voicing it and really being the guy that's like, yeah, I won't show up, and then not show up, that's when it's like, oh, all right, he's for real now. But when he said it back in March or whatever that was, it was like no one respected it. No one really acknowledged it. Now he got to be going crazy and posting and doing all this other stuff for it to get to this.
If you do want to directly say it then and not go through the agent, you could just say, I'm requesting a trade, though. You don't have to. Like, he's going the extra mile with it to get the attention.
But I feel like he has to, though. Because if it's no attention, no one's going to do it.
Who's it for?
To put the pressure on the organization?
Obviously, it's entertaining for the fans and public consumption and stuff, but I don't think teams view that like in this positive light.
It's not supposed to be positive for the Niners. It's supposed to put pressure on the Niners.
No, but that's what I'm saying for his next team, though, too.
True.
You see that, you're like, I don't know if this is the best way to go about it.
And this is the diciness of these moves. When you're trying to get out your contract, this is the thing. So you hope that your next employer looks at it and says he's doing what he has to do to get out of this deal, not this is who this guy is from a character standpoint. Because body of work, we haven't heard Ayuk ever be a locker room cancer, ever go against the organization up until this.
Yeah, maybe if you trade for him, you give him the Kyler Murray treatment, you put something in his contract, like you got to delete your socials.
Kyler was on that no Call of Duty, bro. He's like, you got to study, man. You tripping.
And then, though, what was it? I think it was the last day or two. People are saying that Jaden Daniels was with Ayuk in the meeting.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
but they're running with it. They're taking what Ryan Clark said and just
what was that? What happened?
They're going off the rails with it, because I think what Ryan Clark was talking about was him meeting with Ayuk for a Pivot podcast.
Okay.
It wasn't Ayuk meeting with the 49ers and Ayuk had Jaden Daniels with him at the 49ers meeting. Like that's just ridiculous. That's not happening. There's no shot in hell that's happening.
Boss, like, yo, I'm out of here. You doing it my way, I'm going. Nah, he went on that.
No, I think it was Ayuk visiting with. I think there's going to be an Ayuk Pivot podcast coming out here soon. But I think Jaden Daniels was with Ayuk for that. That's what Brian Clark was trying to say.
And they both what?
Arizona State.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's the connection between them?
Yeah. So maybe the Commanders are a new team. I don't know if Ayuk's trying to send a subtle message with that, having Daniels around. Or they're just friends. What do you take from it? I don't think it's nothing. Maybe it's something. I don't think it's everything.
Is it enough, though?
I'm just saying, if I'm the Steelers, I think I go off of that report from last week where they said they cooled off the Ayuk stuff a little bit. Like, they're still interested, but they're not going to go out of their way. And then even hearing about Daniels being there, and maybe that shows that Ayuk wants to play with the Commanders. Like, I'm not going out of my way. Like, you combine all this stuff. We got our number, and if it's not that, it is what it is.
Okay. I'm not against that thought process. I just simply look at it as, if we do take that approach and we do not get a receiver outside of what we currently have, are we okay with that?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out.
That's my only thing. I'm like,
trade for Cortland Sutton.
You see what I'm saying? But Cortland Sutton is a very different conversation than Ayuk. And Ayuk is different than DK. That's all. I'm just like, if we gonna take that approach, man, what's the collateral that could come with that?
I've said many times, I think we can rock with this receiver core. Someone's just gonna have to step up. Is what it is. If it doesn't happen a few weeks into the season, like, I'm not gonna be completely shocked.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not gonna be completely shocked or anything that we might still be looking for a wide receiver too. But I think that's still going to be out there, though.
I'm just wondering, like
Cortland
is that
Sutton,
worth it more than man, I'm so nervous that Brandon Ayuk is going to be tripping here. Because, like, to me, I'm saying to myself, bro, this is a dude that just wants to get out of a situation where he realizes that ownership controls you and you don't have a voice without having to go crazy to get them to do anything. And I think our situation is different if he's coming here. Because he wouldn't be feeling like that. He would be freed, so to speak, along with the new contract. So. Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. Because, like, I don't.
And how much does he want to stick to that $30 million number?
The 30 got to come off of that. Though. We got to come off of that
number that the 49. I think the Niners were offering 25 or 26. I think that'd be fair.
That's real.
Like if we offered him the same thing, does that hit different for him on a new team?
Low key, I think it could. I think you could sell it to him like that, and it's like, yo. There, you and Debo are kind of, contemporaries, but he's the big dog. Here, you got age over GP, and you've already are further along in your development. Now, we definitely think that GP will catch you and surpass you sooner rather than later. But you at least even get to get that feeling of being the big fish here. You don't feel like that in San Fran right now.
Listen, if we get Ayuk, I'm going to be pumped. I'm not even in front. I'll be pumped. Yeah. But I think Con just needs to keep doing what Con's doing. I think that's my advice. That's my approach right now. Like,
Con's shooting though. Con's shooting.
I ain't stressing about it.
Yeah, Con's shooting. Con outside.
Like, let's sit back, see if this gets worse. Can we get Ayuk for the number that we want?
Yeah,
that's all. I'm not going out of my. I don't want to get into a bidding war though with like a Commanders.
I'm with you on that. No bidding war. Yeah,
none of that stuff.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be turning my nose up at him like, oh, you making all this noise on social media, and that be the reason. I'm cool. I don't want to do the bidding war either, but like his social media and the way that he's like voicing his displeasure, based on how we've seen this kind of like transition with receivers and just players in general now, I'm like, yo, that's kind of like the status quo. Like, all right, you got to go crazy. Then after that, you got to like miss a meeting, miss a practice or two to really convince them. So I was like, he's doing his due diligence. And remember, even Cam Hayward didn't show up to some OTAs. Remember that? Now, he ended up going afterwards, but he did it at one point. So if Killer Cam, the Walter Payton Man of the Year for the whole league, could do it, just saying.
Well, when you saw how people reacted to some of Cam's antics.
It got loud, right? Yeah. He said,
I don't think anyone's saying Cam's been doing it great this offseason.
But nobody believed him, though. Nobody even believed that he would have wanted anything unless he would have, did what he did. Now, I think we all agree, like, oh, this is a little bit, I don't know how serious, but it was serious enough.
Right.
I just think Ayuk was like, yo, I don't have that luxury. I'm going to show back up. He's like, no, I gotta put my statement out there and hold it.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do because he's just going to be getting fined.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has the best of leverage in the situation. Mm-mm. Now, I don't think the 49ers want to be dealing with anything toxic in the locker room, though, either. So that's why I think Ayuk's going to get traded. I actually do.
Well, you see how they've even moved draft and free agency wise. They've brought in the pieces that they need to kind of offset the loss of Ayuk, whether it's via trade or him sitting out.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Can we get him for a third now, maybe?
A third? Shoot, I want him less than that. I say, well, we got Fields for a 6, right? Like, what's up with this 5th? Can I get it for a conditional? Huh? I got to sign him anyways.
Joe Gerbish, Deke looks like, to me, he's finna plant something in my car and take me away with the body cam off. Moats makes my favorite rappers look broke the way he dripped out.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want no problems with nobody, man. I just be over here just trying to live a little bit, but salute you, though, all right? You got to be careful with these rappers, man. They be taking each other out, bro. I don't want to get popped for that.
Brandon Keene, I've come to terms they aren't trading for a top receiver.
Don't come to terms just yet. Oh, I ain't even seen this text. I'm tripping.
Much.
No, I'm just in the sense, you've already seen the reports. Omar is still active. He's still been doing certain things. He's trying. He's trying to figure out what's going to go on. He's on the phone. We know this with Omar. Omar ain't a dude that's sitting on his hands, man. But at the same time, what I do like is he's not just settling for whatever the deal is. Because let's be real. If Ayuk wants 30 mil, it's not a lot of teams that are going to be, busting out the door to pay him 30. If we wanted to just get him, we could be like, yo, we'll get him and pay him 30 mil. Now, is that a great situation? Heck no. And we would both be feeling like, yo, we want him, but we ain't want him that bad. And I just think for Omar, he's patient with it. We saw it work with Russ. We seen it work with Fields. I'm just like, yo, how can we keep this? Because if it is, then I think he'll find the best deal possible to get him. Or he might be eyeing that DK trade.
Okay.
I would much rather be the DK one, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, DK would be my top trade target.
Now, if Ayuk is,
we said that
if Ayuk is trying to get 30, what you got to do for DK though?
Well, he's
because we know he has a contract.
He's got that $25 million for this year, next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just got to see what energy he's on.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, if Ayuk is talking 30,
yeah, DK deserves close to 30.
If both are available, it's just like, yo, you deserve 30 way more than you deserve 30.
Right. He's not too far off his market value right now and what his contract is. If it is like probably realistically around 28, 29, that's probably what DK deserves. He's at 25, so if he ain't stressing about it, then all's well, all's perfect. That's why.
If he ain't stressed, we good.
I think it's a perfect trade. Then you got DK for these next 2 years. You can see how things work out with him and Pickens and just this whole offense. Like, you're not committed to him for 4 years plus.
But I feel like for him to not be tripping though,
situate your offense however in these off seasons to come.
But if he's not tripping, why would he move? Why would they move him out of Seattle? That's why
I don't know.
I think like the only way that they're gonna move him out of Seattle
tank mode
is if he's tripped. But they still got pieces out there, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, what?
The regime kind of though.
Yeah, that's true. How they feel about Geno? That's the real question. Because if they think Geno can keep going, then they feel like they still. I mean, because it was a game out last year. They would have been to the postseason. That was the Mason game.
Yeah. Russ and DK were working out. I don't think I like that. I don't think that says much, but
it doesn't. But I like it though.
Doesn't hurt for the Steelers potentially getting DK.
Because if you're a receiver, you want to get that work with your guy, and if that's your guy, I mean, come on, man, you fly over the world to work with him.
Yeah, I think DK's more Russ's guy than Geno's.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Or Russ is more of a DK's guy than
Yeah.
Geno. However you want to say it.
Right. I mean, because what? Russ and DK had, what, 4?
3 years. First,
3 together.
DK's first 3 years.
3 together. And then this will be going on 2 with Geno?
Yeah.
No, this is going on 3 with Geno.
I think
Geno's been up there for 2 already. They wrote him off. He didn't write back. Then he had the new contract. So this will be coming up on year 3 with Geno.
No.
No?
It was...
that was all the same year? They wrote him off and didn't write back, and he got the contract?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right.
Well, he was chilling. No, he was... So, okay, maybe actually like 2.5.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Russ got hurt, and Geno came in.
And Geno came in,
yeah. For I don't know how many games, 4 or 5 games, and what was it, 2021. Yeah, so
2022.
DK's been in 5 years. The first 3 were mainly
Russ. Got you.
Geno a little bit, and then the last 2 were all Geno.
Respect.
So I guess it's almost an even split with the 2. Yeah, he's got good numbers with Geno.
Which one's a little better though?
He has his peak season with Russ, 1,300 and 10 touchdowns. So with the 3 with Russ, 2019 to 2021, he's basically averaging like 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Man, bring him back with Russ, man. What's up?
And these last 2 with Geno, it's 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, I know him and Russ are talking about linking up, bro. You know they talking about it. Hey, bro, we could be doing this at Pittsburgh. You know that, right? Hey, brother, you know I got you, man. Hey, I got you. I'm working on it. Let me talk to the guy real quick.
Yeah, what's the vibe out there in Seattle? Pete Carroll's not there anymore.
Come on,
It's
man.
different, right?
It's not as fun anymore. Pete,
Come over
sure,
here. We're
yeah.
bringing back those old Seattle vibes here in Pittsburgh.
Come on, man. You can feel it. He's like, yo, Coach T is just like Pete Carroll. Way cool. Just like him. You'll love him. I want that one, man. I want him bad.
How we look? It's
I want the DK.
4:36.
Oh, no. So don't worry.
Still hopping on?
I shot the text to TG. I have forgot to send it, but I sent it. So
Okay.
I'm waiting on his, how you've gotten a chance to experience TG on multiple occasions in these past couple of days, just like me, DD Spoils, and the Hobie Dom. Shout out to the crew, right? TG is a unique arrival time, all right? It's just you throw it out there, and we just hope this in that vicinity. We know how he rolls.
Sure.
You know this.
He's AB type of late.
Like that, the truth.
I'm like, 5 minutes to 15.
You're fashionably
20.
late.
Yeah,
You're
that
fashionably
type of
late.
late. Depending on the occasion and stuff. Depends on what it is. But yeah, I'll be around the time that was thrown out there.
Yeah. TG, yeah. You just never know.
Maximus, if we are averaging 100 rushing yards and GP is getting at least 90 plus receiving yards, plus our tight end and other receiver getting 50 plus, do we really need to trade for a high-level receiver? Could we use Moore as a trade piece? Who is Moore?
I'm talking about Dan Moore.
Yeah. Maybe. I think you use Moore as a trade piece after training camp and preseason. If like Fautano or Broderick Jones definitively beat them out, then you see what the temperature is around the league. Because I don't think Moore is in our long-term plans, but I don't want to just give him away before training camp or preseason because of potential injuries. He's still a valuable asset to have.
Yeah.
Because I think a team would trade for Moore and probably start him, almost like Kevin Dotson last year. I think he could still start in this league.
You think Dotson had left and started? Who's the other one? Chooks just left. He's going to be starting in New England. These are both dudes that at some point in time we kind of viewed as we don't think that they can continually or consistently do it here, but proved that they could.
Don't say it.
I left it alone, bro. I ain't. No, stop, man. Don't do
Kendrick
me like
Green.
that. I ain't go there. I was gonna walk back to Dan Moore. I was
The
gonna
only
go
reason
that
he started
direction,
against
man.
us was because
He played well though. He did play well. Just
the
remember
guy
that.
in front of him got hurt.
But he played really well. That was probably his best game ever. Just,
Well, he got hurt mid-game, though, too.
And it was his best game. I don't think he gave up a sack that game. That's all I'm saying.
How many series did he play?
He did not give up a sack that game. That's all I know. Okay.
For what was expected to happen, what actually happened, yes, Kendrick Green did have a good game. Yeah, he made
think
our
about it,
D-line
bro.
not look that good.
Think about
not
it.
Not just him, but yeah.
But
our D-line
bruh,
was non-existent. I thought Cam Hayward was going to have 5 sacks.
we said Kendrick.
Or no, he
Green-
wasn't playing.
No, it
Cam
was
Hayward wasn't playing.
It was
Keanu
Larry
Benton.
and Ben. Yeah,
Yeah.
we was like, yo, there is no way. There is no way. And yeah. So it's been a couple guys. But no, Dan Moore, I mean, he could definitely start in this league. That's the other part. It's like, yo, we know what we want and we know what our standard is, and that's partly why we talk about certain players or even criticizing the way that we do. But Dan straight.
That's how I feel.
No.
Dan Moore is solid. I think he could start for a few teams in the league at tackle, but there is also a reason we drafted Broderick Jones and Fautano after seeing what Dan Moore's done over these last couple seasons. And I guess it's just not up to snuff for what we want in our offensive line.
And also think about where Dan Moore was drafted versus where Troy and Broderick were drafted. When you're able to come in and, was it fourth
round, yeah.
Yeah. And become a starting left tackle for 2 years, no. So that's the part where it's like, yo, your first round is, hey, let's see if y'all can actually do this thing and do it at a higher level more consistently, because based off of draft position and pedigree, y'all should be able to. Chooks was a higher pedigree pick than Dan Moore. So Kendrick Green, higher pedigree pick than Dan Moore. And that's the part for Dan where it's like, yo, he still showed that, hey, that third round, he hit longer than him. So we're going to see, man. We are going to see. I like it. All righty. Let's hit the homie up. See what's going on. All righty. Hitting the right buttons. Boom. Boom. I think I got this. Kind of like an expert over here, Deke. You got me?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right. No echo. I like it, baby. We in the building. Shout out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are joined right now by that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. I'm talking about that West Virginia Mountaineer alum, almost heaven. And I heard they got an excellent recruiting class coming in 2025. I don't know if you know that, Deke. But then I also got to shout out one half of the locker mates, my freaking locker mate, Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. Round of applause for the people in the back. Oh, he's here. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. There it is. Hey, man.
I like the clap. We're moving up. We're getting somewhere.
Come on, man. Hey. We either get better or we get worse. Remember that, man.
We either getting better or we getting worse. Never stay the same.
Let's go.
Don't make the same mistake twice, man. We're getting it.
Aye. So look, man, we got plenty that we got to talk to you about now, all right? Now, let's see. Let's start you off right where we were just at, right? So we were just talking some of these receivers, man. In terms of Ayuk, DK Metcalf trade options, we know Ayuk still getting louder and louder in terms of his displeasure with the current 49ers system or situation. But we also saw reports where the Steelers were, I think they said they were kind of cooling off on him.
Weren't going to go
out their way.
Still interested, but I think they have their number, they have their price, and probably aren't going to get into like this big betting match to get Ayuk.
Can the Steelers afford that number that he wants? Because he sounds like he wants something real nice. He wants to be one of them. Like
he wants them 30s. He said he wanted a 30-piece.
Well, that's what we were wondering, because like the 49ers reportedly offered like 25 or 26, and I think that'd be. I think that's a fair number, honestly.
Yeah, it sounds like he's turning down big numbers. Like he wants to. It's a principle thing with him. It sounds like
he want a 30-piece.
I want to be in that top. I want above what Armand made. Like I need above these. Like it's a certain number.
He said, Ross St. Brown got how much? We starting there. I'm more than that.
I think that is a standard spot for him. As much as he's joking, like he's like, I need more than that.
Yeah.
Like, and every time a receiver get paid, it's almost like the number goes up.
It has, but for some dudes, it is like that, man. For some dudes, they do stand on the principle of, man, I've done more, or my name is this, and I think I should get this, and I'm the next up. So when you next up, you typically are supposed to be the guy that, does that part.
I want more than this number right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that number would hit different somewhere else? Like, would he accept that number if he got traded, like, to a new team?
Like the Niners offering him 25 versus the Steelers offering him 25.
I feel like no, I don't. Like I feel like that would I think that's a mess. And I feel like it would kind of get business like where it's like, hey, no, now you have to take this. Like that sounds like the game of chicken a little bit. It's like, man, you're gonna keep turning down all this money, like this is dangerous. But it's like it sounds like I love San Fran, San Fran loves me. Like we do have a happy home.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is they're saying I don't love you as much as you thought I loved you. I don't love you. I don't love you that much. Like I love you a lot, and I love you enough to where I don't want nobody else to have you, but I don't love you that much. So you want me to get up there? Like, hey, do you love us at all?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Us any type of deal? Like it's kind of like a little bit of that's going on. I'll be honest with you. I think they'll work that out.
You think so?
I think they'll work that out.
I mean, you look at the moves they made roster-wise, following all this disgruntled stuff. It's like, they brought in some pieces where they kind of got options now.
And they shouldn't be able to work this out. They already have too many damn good players.
Man, they spend a lot of money over there,
man. It's ridiculous.
They got salary cap mode turned off.
They don't have a brand new Ayuk in there, though, bro. Like, I hear you, what you're saying.
Respect.
But they don't, like, that's a guy, bro.
I'm with you.
They already got McCaffrey and Debo and Kittle and
who's check
and that whole defense. It's too much.
And they got
I don't know how they're doing it.
I mean, come on, man. They got a lot of people over there, bro.
But that's a big piece of that whole puzzle. You know what I mean? When you put together, when you put the picture up on the thing, like, that's one of the main, like, where's he at? Like,
yeah.
You post, like, that's one of the guys you got to see. and I'm with you, because you know what I mean. I think a Debo is a dog. That's a core guy. That's a guy. It's like I do think that's a core piece. But if I think if the Steelers were able to give him a trade and they were able to send, potentially because I think that's gonna get Steelish after a while, where it's like, all right, here, man, just take this second and fourth. And all right, cool, we'll take it. We just can't get this done. So now you stole this, but it's like, I think at that point it has to take the deal from whoever gives up anything for it. It's kind of like, man, we gave this up for you. Like, we like you. We'll give you this and let's just move forward. Fresh start. The taxes are different here than there, and just those combos start coming in. You know what I mean? Like you kind of just said, 24 there is a different 24 here.
Well, and I kind of looked at it in the sense of this, and tell me how you think about this, because I asked Deke the same thing. So 24 for Ayuk out in San Fran, he's still not even the big dog in his room when you got Deebo Samuel there, right? Whether we talking cash or just the overall presence, Deebo just feels like a bigger deal. But you bring him out here to Pittsburgh, and now it's like you got a GP who's a little bit younger. You got a GP who isn't, already established just yet financially or even playing wise. We think he's really good and has a chance to be all these things. But Ayuk this year would feel like the big dog in the room. And I wonder, does that also, could you sell him on that potentially?
Yeah, I think that's how I think that's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you're the big dog. You're our highest paid. Those are big words, And
you'll be the guy here. Like, or at least you get the chance to be the guy.
How does GP respond to that?
Who?
How does GP respond to that or handle that? If that's the messaging of like, Ayuk's the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's like GP's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's what it is. That's the plan. That's it's been drafted. That's pure blood. That's the guy. And I think what the Steelers have said this summer is we're doing whatever we got to do to win. So we'll bring in whatever and we'll put whatever in whatever situation. And it's kind of like, if you don't like it, show me your attitude. Yeah. I'll get ready to show you the door. We don't, so I believe I believe GP would still have a positive attitude, will have help, and it'll be on some mine is coming very soon. Yeah. Now I'm definitely.
Ayuk should only help Pickens, honestly.
I would agree.
It would help his situation. I don't think that would cause that. Oh, okay, now you're talking to him like that. Yeah. No, I think GP would still be the guy. It's like these none of the plays would change in the sense of who's running them, but I just think it would give another weapon.
I agree on all of that. My only thing is, when the dude in your room is getting 25 mil, bro, he's the guy. You know this. He's getting 25 mil, and you're on a rookie deal, bro. He's going to get his opportunities. He's going to get fed. And I think that's the only part with GP that I'm like, we haven't seen that just yet.
But at the same time, you got to think GP was on his rookie. They was giving 18 a year over here last year. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I still think GP was the guy, I think he's still been the guy. I just think that gives a little bit Batman Robin-ish type quotes. You get more of that. You get more, these are the guys. They're both the guy. The guys. I think you just get more of that. Where it's like, I'm coming to you, hey, I'm coming to you. But I think at the same time, it's like GP's still in the guy show where, I'm just still in my rookie deal, boss. Mm-hmm. As soon as I get in that air, I'm going to make more than that.
I'm the guy, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Now, does that change if we're no longer talking Ayuk and we're talking DK Metcalf?
Yeah, that's way different conversation.
Because they say DK working out with Russ. Russ over there boxing with Freddie Roach and throwing in off season with DK, bro. What's up?
Yeah, DK is not going anywhere.
What's up, man? I'm just saying, what's up? What's up?
How would they do that? That would take a lot.
They say he ain't happy with your man Gino, man. They say he looking for that. He want to get back to that old thing.
I mean, I do a lot of people say it?
It seems like a lot of people are saying it, man. It seems like a lot of people are saying it, bro. Like just think about this. Think about it like this, dude. If This is your quarterback, your current quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
Right? Geno's your current quarterback.
Yeah.
Why are you working out with Russ?
Because he loves Russ. Everybody knows that.
But I thought you said that this was your quarterback, right? This is your guy, right?
That's
your man's, right? That's your man's, right? Is that not your man's?
That's the dudes get in trouble season, man. Like, oh, they're digging, man. Like,
I'm just saying, what's up? Deke,
like,
if that's your man's, Deke.
DK's like, that's my big brother.
Deke, if that's your man's, Deke, if that's your man's, go work on what your man's did.
I mean, but
I'm just saying.
If that's the case, to be honest with you, and I was just gonna say it, Brandon Ayuk to the Commanders sounds like it has that.
The Jaden Daniels,
Yeah, it sounds like we're best friends and we did college together. And then, man, if I
that's your man's, huh? That's your man's,
bro. That's man's. Like, they asked if you play with anybody in the world.
He's like, I want that guy. Yeah,
I want that guy. I don't care about nobody else in the world. I want that guy. That's heavy, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, I love this man. Like, you know, they playing around making TikToks.
Hey, bruh.
It's still kind of like, hey, I am on here with you now, though. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, you know, so I mean, DK is I love DK. You know what I mean? I told you, like, that's the prototype.
DK's best years were with Russ also.
Yeah, that's his man.
Russ is big bro to little bro. You know how they look at that. Come on now.
I just don't think Russ is locked in that hard.
How you feel?
Like, when I say locked in, like, I don't know if he's that permanent either. Like, to be bringing in people for Russ, if that makes sense.
But like, DK works for everybody. He worked for Fields the same way he works for Russ. He worked for anybody. We know this. He works for anybody.
And just to the fact that you said that,
no filet.
How do you get that off of that roster? I was like, what
that can work anywhere. Anywhere that works.
Like,
man.
What makes that get traded? Like, what?
New regime, maybe.
New regime. They got the new squad out there.
Tank mode.
Your man Pete ain't there no more. They looking at Geno like, yo,
What do you have to give up to get that?
Nah, that's the real question. But he gonna cost even more. He's already on the deal.
I was gonna say that conversation is way different than
He's already getting 25.
Yeah,
we would have to take him to them 30s. That's what I think personally.
You probably got to fix that.
That's what I think.
You probably openly got to give up. Because they're not desperate. Like, you got to think San Fran people are taking advantage of that desperate.
Right, because Ayuk is pissed, and we're seeing it publicly, so we know this.
Yeah, but DK, are we talking about DK right now? Like, they're not desperate to have to do that to where it's like, I need a first. I need a first. Actually, I need a first, a second, and give me one of them. Boy, what you mean?
It is DK.
Come on.
What is a DK worth to you?
That's proven. Even though
that is proven. That's facts. But there's levels to it,
yeah. There's levels to that. That's proven. That's trading AB-ish. Like, what do you
think about it,
yeah. You saw what he went for.
Yeah, but you got to think he went in a time where it was desperate. Like, okay, you just don't want it no more. I'll take it.
And we said for 20. I mean? We said we'll eat the 20.
Yeah, but if you'd have did it 2 years before that, it would have been
impossible.
Yeah, I think you're right. The desperation standpoint does affect things. Hopkins only went for like a second rounder. Whenever he went from the Texans to the Cardinals, and like this would be a fair comparison.
Yeah,
but you're right. I don't think the Seahawks are as desperate. But like a first and a second, I think that's just too much though for the Steelers to do.
That might not be enough. Like, really wasn't
receiver, quarterback, pass rusher, left tackle, corner are all going to be premiums, especially if you have them proven.
I'm gonna ask for.
Yeah.
And I don't need a JPJ, so I'm not even gonna ask for that straight at corner up there. Like, it's just, I don't know. I might take your left tackle.
Can I interest you in Dan Moore? About to say, what's up with the Dan Moore?
Nah, because you got to think them boys drafted a left tackle in the first 2 years ago. So it's not like they're that desperate for that one either. You know? I don't want that one. You know which one I want. I want that big bully.
Hey, can I introduce you in James Daniels? What about James Daniels? Sign and trade? No, you ain't
no,
feeling that? No. What about a Seyu Malu? Can I get your Isaac Seyu Malu? What about that one?
I will take it, but not for that.
Yeah, because I need Broderick is the key. That's the cornerstone. He's not. Yeah, he stays. He stays.
Yeah, I want that big bad.
Broderick and Troy stay. They off limits.
If I'm playing GM, I'm giving you my big bad. He must be pissed. Like, we've tried to work this out. We've talked about it. We've taken him to dinner. We've taken him to lunch. We've taken him everywhere we could. He refuses to practice. He told us he won't play in the game. We still can't get it done. Gino tried to take him out. We did everything we could. Now I've gotten a little bit desperate.
We even had to find him once.
Yeah, I even had to find him once or twice. He showed up to OTA. He showed up to camp and held out. He didn't come with his, like, it's just so loud. Like, I'm going to let it wait till it's got to get so loud to where it's like, all right, I have to do it. But as long as I don't have to do it, I'm going to need a first. I'm going to need a second.
And that's fair.
That's respect.
I'm not doing that if I'm the Steelers, though.
Because I was going to ask Deke, if a team called and said they want GP, what does it take to get GP?
I don't know.
I'll be real with you. That's not even
first. I wouldn't even do it. No, I wouldn't even do it. No. No, I mean, it'd have to be like Justin Jefferson, player for player.
Yeah. Did you just say a couple first for GP, but you said that's too much for DK? Come on.
Hey, I'm saying I wouldn't do it. I said I wouldn't do it.
Hey,
GP's a pure blood. I mean, come on, you know what that means.
Wow.
That hits different. GP's a pure blood. We be bringing DK in from the outside. Come on.
Hybrid bloods work just fine.
GP knows how to do it here in Pittsburgh.
What about the hybrid blood work?
I learned how to drive a hybrid at that point. Like, give me that. In fact, you can have this GP too. Like, give me, like, this might get like that.
He said, "Yo, take GP and we'll get DK and do the contract with him, man."
Give me DK.
I mean, there's an argument. GP had the better season last year.
Okay,
definitely an argument.
All right,
over DK.
Those are combos like, you know what? We're not on. Like, don't call me. That's like, you shouldn't be calling this phone. Like, yeah. That'll break up a relationship. Like, I don't think we should break up the relationship.
No, that's real right there. That's real. I like it. Yeah, because I was really wondering. I'm like, yo, we wouldn't. I know how we feel about GP though. We feel strong about him. We wouldn't want to give him up. So if we feel like this,
and on the rookie deal, I know we're gonna probably pay him in the next year. So, but I think there's an extra value there that GP brings being on the rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think you got to get that GP done kind of soon because
end of this year.
Yeah, you can right now.
Yeah, end of the year you do it.
This market gets out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
This market gets out of hand.
He'll easily be at 35. It'll easily be a 30-35 situation if he does what we think he's capable of doing.
Bro, this market gets out of hand. You might want to get it straight now. Like,
we can't.
If we could, we would. You know, you got to wait 3 years. So this would be year 3. So it's like, I'm talking as soon as the year done, and pray that number is. You want him to go off, but he can't go for more than 1,200. Because if he goes anything over that,
now it's like, all right, I'm gonna wait till next year, man.
Right. If he go 13 and 7 tutties, any of that, it's like, bro, that's costing now.
That can get in respectfully and
good problem to have. I'll take that.
In Jefferson range. Where it's like,
you heard what he said? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, nobody else plays here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Like yo, he wants 35. Yeah.
He wants everything. He wants the house, the car, the dog, everything.
They say, yo, where that rookie quarterback deal at, man? Can we hit that again? All right.
Man.
All right.
Man, we might have to draft one.
Because I'm like, it could definitely get to that. That's what I see it.
It can get like, yo, these numbers are crazy. We're up here.
But that's if he lives up to it. He does have to live up to it.
Like, bro, respectfully, San Fran has Purdy on that rookie deal, man.
And that's the lick. That's how they can do it. Everything changes when you got to pay your. Look at the Bengals. You're like, bro, all that. All right. Nah, you got to go now. All right, you got to go now. Hey, you got to go now. They can't have all that.
Pay all them people, man. Like, once that quarterback, bro, the quarterback market is so bad. I read something where they're talking about just having their own market. For
Yeah, I seen that. They was like, take them off the salary cap. Just like, yo,
yeah,
quarterbacks
like, bro,
cost this now. You like,
they
bro,
killed the
what?
team.
What? Them dudes getting insane bread, and Mahomes ain't even read up just yet. Just think about that. Mahomes ain't even read up just yet.
Bro, Mahomes is just like, yo, dude, as long as that number's a bit, I know I'm gonna get it. We'll just take our time with these little numbers every few years.
Listen, when Mahomes come back, they giving that man 65.
Bro, they use Mahomes to mess other teams up. They'll be like, all right, let's reset the market up here.
Just like, ill, bro, ill.
But honestly, to their defense, they don't pay nobody else. Like, they not paying nothing else. They get that straight, and then.
But he's lived up to it, and that's the difference. But he's the only one that we think is worth that, and has shown to be that type of force multiplier, where he can have receivers that are dropping everything, and he still finds a way to win it all. Most people that we've seen, that is not the case.
Bro, he had Marquez Valdez last year. He had Rashad Rice.
Yeah.
He just got the draft pick, and they're working out. But it's like, not paying for none of these. Like, these are here today. He got Tony from the Giants.
Think about it, bro. And Tony can't even catch. He was like, yo, yeah, she about to get gone too, bro.
You could take that back too. Like, we don't pay none of these.
Yeah.
Juju, come get a rental.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Like, we'll get somebody will come over here for the cheap. If we're not.
I think it gets interesting when Kelsey walks away.
I can see that.
Because that's where the money has. The alternative money goes to him and Chris Jones on defense.
Man,
those the big three that get paid.
That's
a couple of those O-linemen too.
Yeah, the tackles. You're right. Good call.
Dare I say it? You better. Don't let me say nothing crazy, but he doesn't need to retire in these next 2 years, because that would be around the right time where it's like, hey, is we straight, or don't make me go to Kansas City? Oh my God. Don't let him get hold of something like that. That's scary, like a George.
You see what I'm saying? Because that could be the one that they would pay. They'd be like, you know what, Kelsey's done. Now let me go pay this then.
Man, that's when receivers. Man, when Travis Kelce retires, you're gonna see
everybody's gonna want to go to Kansas City, bro.
Bro, they're gonna catch big attitudes.
Everybody's been trying to go to Kansas City.
Everybody's gonna be like, I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm leaving. I hate it here. It's terrible.
I hate it here. I want to go to Kansas City, man.
Trade me. That's the team I need to get to, and I'm gonna take less to go. Send me there.
Man, and I don't need what the big man just got. Just give me a little something. Come on, man.
That's real. That's real.
You can say what you want. Tyreek Hill's an elite receiver, but like,
it ain't the same right now for him.
Man, they created that.
It ain't the same for him right now. I would agree. Man. He ain't the same right now.
And I respect it. And Tyreek, he's fast, and I just think he's fell into some great situations. Like, he fell into people who know what to do with that.
Nah, shout out to the Mike too, man. Mike McDaniel. Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah. Because that's the crazy part. He's putting up his best numbers ever. But he ain't winning. Like, where's the real impact he's putting out there?
If he might have fell into the wrong spot, like, not dare I say it, a Minnesota.
Right, it ain't the same.
Like, where it's like, come just truly be a receiver. Like, we ain't about the motion, you got you ain't.
Right, line up and be the X. Beat this one-on-one every single time. Yeah.
Yeah, that could get different. It could get different. So, it's kind of like, you know.
Okay.
You gotta be smart. Business.
I like it there, man. I like it. Shout out to these receivers, though, man. They definitely breaking the bank, man, getting that check. Now, another person that got a check and broke the bank, we didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, but up in New England, Ramondre Stevenson. I know you seen the deal. Was it 4 for 36? I think it was. Yeah.
Where did that come from?
17 guaranteed. We was looking at the numbers. We're like, okay, this is 9 a year. He got 1,000-yard season, 500 and a 400, I think it was.
Where did that come from?
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I think that's the Patriot way, though. You know what I mean? Like, we love him in our building. He's one of our favorites. He's probably a great dude in the building. I don't personally know him, but great dude in the building. Probably take care of everything. Leader. You know what? Here, man. Hold that. You know what I mean? You know, Slater-ish.
They ain't pay Slater that much, though. I'm like, God, 9 a year for the RB?
I'm just saying it's a different market. You know, like we love him. We love what he brings to our program. He's worth $9 million in our business, in our building.
He's worth
we
$9.
value him at $9 million.
Okay.
He might not be a league worth $9 million, but in our building, we see him worth all that. So we love him. So we want to make sure that's in the building, in our building. You know.
So what's that mean for Najee? How do you compare and contrast the Patriots giving Ramajee that money to the Steelers and Najee?
That's our building. That's the us thing over here in New England. Like, that's not for everybody.
Hey.
Like, y'all do what y'all gotta do. But that
sound good.
And you know, New England plays chess in all categories. So New England will mess around and try to set a market up here, knowing they're not gonna pay anybody else for a minute, and be like, set the running back market right there for a minute.
I was just saying, I'm like, yo, it's no way if you Najee, you looking at that and saying, bro, yeah, I'm gonna take less than that. Like, huh?
But I think you potentially have to.
Ew, why? He's way nicer.
He wouldn't get that in Pittsburgh.
He's way nicer.
Yeah, but he can't get that in Pittsburgh.
But if that's the market, that's the market. Are we not? Is that not the case?
But that's not the market. That's just their market.
He got 4 for 36.
Hey, listen though, I think it is kind of the market for like Najee's stratosphere, because Joe Mixon got around 8 or 9 to go to the Texans. You got Pollard getting 7 to go to the Titans.
Come on, man.
I think that's Najee's market.
That's what I mean.
No.
7,
He's got the case for at least the Ramondre Stevenson money, and even Joe Mixon. I guess maybe you could say Joe Mixon had the better career thus far, but over the last like 2-3 seasons, Najee's been better.
Yeah, I just don't think you'll see that happen here. I think he'll go somewhere next year and get something nice.
Yeah, maybe it's just the Steelers that aren't willing to pay that. I could see that.
Fair enough.
Respectfully, somebody will, and I don't want to just to come out the wrong way, like, but somebody will overpay that. Like, somebody's gonna
somebody will give it 11. I can see somebody giving it 11 easily.
Yeah, somebody's gonna
man.
be like, I know what to do with it. I'll take it.
Or get them up in some NFC North, something where they up, you know. Yeah, let me go to work over here, man.
Yeah, like Detroit to clear house and be like, let me get it. You know? I'm not a Philly.
Who the RB back in Green Bay? I'm trying to think who up in Green Bay still.
They just got Josh Jacobs.
Oh, you're right. That's what you just. I was about to say because they would have paid somebody, but yeah, they just paid him. All right.
They don't. But and man, no. I mean, it's the running back market, man. Somebody paid though. Arizona,
I can see go NFC South also. I can see him in Atlanta or not because Bijan down there. But what about a Tennessee?
No, AZ to replace James Conner. That'd be perfect.
The irony of it all.
AZ will pay, bro. You know
AZ will definitely pay. They paid James. Remember they paid Conner.
Man, Pittsburgh West.
They'll do it. You know they'll do it, bro.
You know, Detroit will pay. Like,
what about Tennessee? I can see Tennessee. Doing it.
More Henry
I'm telling you, I can see it. Yeah.
But Tennessee just paid for Pollard, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying like
a 1-2 combo.
Yeah.
That's a
lot for the room though. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a lot for 2 players.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, they not paying that.
Nah.
Like, I could see maybe something like a New Orleans.
What about a Tampa?
Where is he from? Where'd he grow up?
He from Cali. He from the Bay, San Fran.
Man, okay. Something like San Diego. I mean, not San Diego. The Chargers.
Chargers, LA. Yeah.
You know.
With Harbaugh,
And you know Harbaugh gonna want to be on that bully stuff, running the rock.
I can see something
that
like
low key.
Yeah.
That low key, I can see that low key.
Yeah. Rams will pay it. LA Rams will pay it. You know, like here to come out here with us.
They ain't had one like that since Gurley. That's what they saying.
You know. So I mean, they even got a couple running backs you don't even know up in there.
Well, they got Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
Because I be reading stuff about LA, like they got, and the Chargers are planning on running the ball. I don't know if you're reading the writing on the wall.
Listen, Harbaugh's there. Harbaugh's there. You know what time they on, bro.
We're coming to run the ball.
You know what time they on. Smash mouth football. Khakis.
First round, like we got the biggest one we could find. And it's just like everything. You look at certain pieces they're bringing in, it sounds like we're coming to run the ball.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, I think somewhere like that. I think Najee's a story like he get out of Pittsburgh, he'll get quiet, he'll keep running hard. He's a guy that'll play in the league like for like 7, 8, 9 years easily. Like he'll sit in there for a minute. He'll be kind of quiet. He might go. I don't think it'll be in Pittsburgh. I think that story go into they'll pay 30, and then they'll bring another one in. Then they'll let that just kind of rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. They'll kind of get ready to like let 30 do it for a second. Then they'll get ready. I think 30's a super stealer though. He got a stealer mentality.
Nah, he do. He definitely do.
He's a stealer. He's a stealer. So I think they'll keep that around for a minute, but then they'll eventually kind of rinse and repeat.
Nah, shout out to Jalen Warren too, man. I heard he had his football camp up here, man. Doing some good stuff in the community, man.
I was out there for the camp, man. I went and
man, we thought you was. They saying they thought you was sick because your voice sounded like you lost your voice. What happened to your voice, man?
I was out at the camp screaming, running the camp a little bit, man. It was hard. It was a little grind out there, man.
Shout out to my dog. My dog, he been on camps for what 3 days in a row. Me and you did 2 together. Then he had one with Jalen Ward the day before that. He was golfing with the crew. TG been outside, bro. TG been outside, guys. Hey, I just see T. I'm like, yo, TG, bro, we everywhere, huh? He's like, yo, you know what time it is, man? It's camp season, baby. It's camp season. Yeah, man. Hey, you got to work on. You got to get you some of that tea. All right, get you that tea. Throw you one of them cough drops in there, man. Get a little coating on it, a little honey in that thing, man. While you doing all that yelling, baby. All right, can't have your voice sounding like that, man.
Somebody need to send me a remedy, man. Like,
hook my homie up, guys, man. No, hey, man, y'all got my dog out here sounding all rough in the vocals, man.
This is me sounding good. This my voice.
Low key, low key, you on the upswing now, bro. You back?
Yeah, I was way where I was down bad.
When he came to that table, he was like, "Oh, bro." He's like, "You saw one of them old mob boss that had his throat slit and he survived." He's like, "Yo, what's up?" God, he's like, "God damn, bro, where you coming from?"
I don't got no voice.
No, that's fire though, bro. That's fire. But like I said, man, shout out to you, man, and paying it forward, helping the next generation, man, keeping football alive. I like how you working over there, all right? I like how you working.
Same shoulder, more power,
it's
man.
undefeated. Remember that. Man, it is undefeated. Come on. Same foot, same shoulder, more power. Hey, tape coming soon. Y'all, let's see a little video. Y'all get a chance to see some of what TG talking about, man. His coaching tape, man. All right. It coming soon. All right.
Same foot, same shoulder, more power.
There it is, man. There it is. All right. So we also wanted to get your reaction, man, on this, man. Last week we had a couple players get released. Denzel Mims and Trenton Thompson. Now we know Trenton Thompson. That's the safety you like. I know that shit. That was your guy. As soon as I saw him get released, I thought of you. I'm like, yo, that's his safety. Like he like that, like rangy, long athlete, ball skills. I mean, we saw, that really come to fruition in the preseason, and then when he had some opportunities to play defense this past season, he made plays, and we all was agreeing like, yo, he nice, we like him, but they both got released, and specifically focusing on Trenton Thompson. How you feeling about that, man? Did you think of him as more of the odd man out? Because as we currently look, our safeties were Minkah Fitzpatrick, Deshaun Elliott. You have DeMonte Case, who started at points last year. You brought back Cam Sutton, who we know outside, slot, and safety. You still got Miles Killebrew, who's more of your special teamer, but that brings 5. And then you got the big rookie, Ryan Watts, out of Texas, who we also know has that safety build, that safety potential as well.
Like that.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Tristan. I don't think I think that story is a little bit deeper than that. Like,
Yeah.
Because I like even Deshaun Elliott, like he's safety, but he's kind of like they'll put him in the slot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like he's sneaky as that.
Because he rangy. Yeah, he got some of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That nickel type, that'll be the cover nickel though. Mm-hmm. Or like that safety that just comes down as the cover safety more of. Yeah. But I thought Tristan played that role. Like I thought he played that role in the sense of like I could do that as well. I don't think he was a OTA casualty to where I'm like,
yeah, you see what I'm saying? I'm like, that's a little weird. Yeah,
a little bit more like coach. Like that might have been deeper than like, coach, if y'all not gonna use him, let me get up out of here. All right, cool. Or like
because we picked up a random defensive tackle for his roster spot.
Like, that's kind of like that's deeper than that story. Sounds a little bit deeper than, man, we didn't have no spot for you.
Yeah, like the way I looked at it, I thought, was it potentially the Steelers trying to do him the favor of, yo, we think you're buried on the depth chart. Let me get you out of here early. And now You get a full training camp wherever you go. You're not going to have to worry about being the, one of thousands that get cut on that last week after the preseason game. You know what I mean? And now it's like, yo, good luck trying to, take your time and get to the best situation. I thought, could it potentially have been that in this, decision making?
And it's just always better to have a job than be trying to get a job.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel you on, man, that might not have been the best situation for him either. It might have been that. I just think that sounds a little bit more of, Coach, let me ride. Coach, let me go find something. This might not be it. Coach, let me find something. Coach, y'all not going to use it. Give me a chance to go get free.
Yeah.
That, to me, it just sounds like that. It just sounds like all right, go ahead. It sounds like we're really not going to use you. Go be free, to me. But we do value you. We like you. I used to see him in there with Kenny Robinson. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Kenny, man.
Shout out Kenny. That's my young boy. That's my guy. And I always will be watching Kenny and be like, who's that? I like the other one. So.
That's crazy. Deke, did you hear this? Deke said, I'm here to watch my man.
That's his WU guy, too. Huh?
See, yo.
I'm here to watch my man, but who is
that one? Yo, that is sick. I love it. I love your art. That's why TG is TG. Anybody that knows TG knows that's real. He's authentic, just like that. You be like, bro, did you just say that? I'm here to watch this one. But what is this right here? I need to know what is that.
I don't know
because that right there, that looks different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. I was a fan of his game. I really was. I am a fan of his game.
He moves well, man. He moves real well.
Big speed.
Mm-hmm.
Big safety. I always like big safety. It sounds crazy, but this game has evolved. These boys are tall. These boys are big.
Bro, they long. You seen what Ryan Watts look like in person? We bruh.
He's huge.
It's insane watching him. Yeah.
And it's are you a corner or a safety?
Right. Because you could put something to sleep.
Man, but you don't have to hit dudes the same way back there no more.
That's facts.
It's not. It's how come chop that down.
Mm-hmm.
But really, in reality, I keep saying, this safety quietly is the fourth corner. Man, it come down.
I think you know what it is. Real life's actually starting to catch up to Madden.
Ooh,
that's what's going on.
Oh,
that's all these dudes do on Ultimate Team. They get the tallest dudes in defense,
tall,
man.
Fast, put them out there on defense. Yep. I was like, it looks crazy.
Yep.
Ryan Watson, like you said, like a safety, but he's a corner. He's like, you're long, bro. You could even mistake him for a receiver because of how tall he is.
These guys see the value in the position. Corners turned into a super value position that Ryan Watts would have been a wide receiver.
Facts, yeah. I believe he like to play wide receiver.
Yeah, that's what he would have been. Mm-hmm. Where now these guys, they're like, you know what? Yeah, I know you can catch and all that. Why don't you just play defense and play?
Think about JP. Think about Joey Porter Jr., bro. Yeah, Joey Porter Jr. receiver, and it's like, nah, bro. Get over there and play that. Mm-hmm.
Play corner.
Mm-hmm.
But Joey Porter's a little bit to me, he's special because he's got that dog in him too.
Facts.
I'll come hit you too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a real corner. Some of these dudes and I'm not saying they won't hit you, but
but they ain't hitting you. We know that.
Yeah, I'm a corner. Hey, but put me at safety. But look, I got that slot 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
I got the tight end. That's easy food. That's my food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Low key, that was the Patrick Peterson last year. When Pat P went back to safety, it was like, you could do all the coverage stuff, and we felt good about all of that type of stuff. Facts.
Yeah. Come just get it down. You don't gotta set the tone in here. Just get it down. Somebody's gonna have a hand on it. Slow it down.
Yeah.
Knock this down. Let's keep on keeping on. And you're really not in here for your tackling. We really just get it down.
Yeah.
Just get it down.
And the ones that can get them down are the ones that live in this league and they'll have great careers and get paid. And the ones that can't get them down, those are the ones that don't last in this league. Because, I'm about to say, it always sounds simple, how you making it sound like, you good 85% of the time until you in that alley and nobody has a hand on him and he got you squared up and now you got to make that play. And we all know at various points last year what that kind of would feel like. Where we like, yeah,
The thing is that play is not a loud play to where everybody sees that sport.
yes,
And it's like,
yes,
well, that like you don't realize like, yo, that was his tackle. Like he
respect.
needed to get in there, stick his face in the fan. He missed that.
Yeah.
That's why he just picked up. And it's not that it goes for a home run.
Nah,
but
it's going to the extra 15, it's the extra 20. Yeah.
It goes for a hot 17 or hot 19, and it's like, ooh, that was a big play.
Yeah,
bro.
it's an explosive.
Yeah, that's an explosive.
Mhm.
Like, it went for 26. Like, and it's like 26 don't sound like a lot.
26
but
a lot.
ton.
That's a lot.
That's a ton.
Mm-hmm.
On one button, like, that's a lot.
No, respect on that. All right. Okay. So would you do anything, though, in terms of trying to add to that room now that he's gone? Are you still cool with the names that we already still have there? No, we got a Justin Simmons that's still available on the market. That any interest you at all? Or are you still just like, yeah, we good. We got me. We got Deshaun Elliott. We got KZ. We got Cam Sutton. We solid.
I mean, I don't feel like that name, like his name isn't a name that you're like, man, now I got to replace that.
Respect.
Like, it's kind of like, you want to? Like, hey, what else? Like, give me the best available. Give me the best thing you, or what you like, what you want.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Cam Hayward, he kind of ain't really been in the building. We're going to have to give somebody a little rest. So let's not kill our other guys. Give me another D tackle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
good point.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
I'm not gonna kill my other guys, man. I kind of need these guys to step up and make some plays. Like, I'm really rooting for the other guys. So, hey, give me another D tackle and take some wear and tear off of him a little bit. Yeah. We'll be all right.
Okay. That's straight. That's fair. All right. I likes it. I like the thought process, man. I like the thought process. All right. All righty. Well, now we getting down to, the real part of the conversation. All right. We've been talking about some of this cool, fluffy football stuff, but we got a real convo for you now. All right, TG, you ready for this one, man? And y'all hit that like button too, man, if y'all enjoying the convo, man. Y'all enjoying TG, the crazy cousin of the show. You know how we do this thing over here, all right? And subscribe if y'all new to the family as well. Yeah, you know how we got to do it, yeah, they think we all buttoned up and civilized. Nah, man, we all janky with it, man. I'm always researching. I'm always in the cloud somewhere, coming back down to earth. TG is like, yeah, where's TG at? And Deke always vibed out, but he big Steeler energy, big energy, and that's mandatory.
The people don't know how mean Moats has gotten now, man. Moats is a mean guy. The people don't know. All
right, let him get on me. Get me, TG. Tell the people. He said Moats. He called me out yesterday, and I want to let you know too. Before you start, all right. Actually, no. I even go ahead. All right, I feel like if you say it, I'm gonna forget it, so I'm gonna just get it out now. What you did say though, I was yesterday, the whole car ride home, I was so hot with you because I was like, dang, going down, this is stuck in my head. The TG think I'm mean to people now. I was hot.
Wow.
Deke,
I need to hear the story.
I was hot the whole way back. Hour and a half, hour 15 car ride, Deke. All up thinking about his team. I'm like, yo, I can't believe he said, he really think that? He really said, man, he's messing. He gotta be messing with me. I know he ain't say that, man. Oh.
Moats doesn't change, bro. He's back to the hoodie Moats, man. You gotta be careful, bro. He's back to hoodie Moats.
So tell her why you think I'm changed? Why, like what have you seen, man? Because I was like, yo,
I just seen a couple things, I've been witnessing, man. But the little kid, man, little kid come up to Moats, man, with his water bottle, just so calm. He tried to sneak it in there, told him no like 4 times. He like, hey, do it anyway. Can you sign this for me? He like, look, man. Kind of hit him with the look, man. He gave him that look, like, look, man. I done told you no like 4 times now. I ain't gonna keep telling you no, but no.
Hey, yo.
Wow.
I'm allowed to, like, this was going on. He kind of explained it, but it was like it was the look, like, look, man, I done told you like 3, 4 times now.
So you heard him say, he said he tried, he even explained it, but he still gave the look. So let me set the scene. Shout out to TG. Shout out to TG. So Deke, we at the football camps for the Steelers, right? It's usually, all of them sell out. About 300, kids there, fans, whoever, pull up. Now, this is booming. This is the biggest. It's like, we know this is what it's going to be. So they tell us ahead of time, look, bro, y'all only are signing the team pictures and just that, because when you sign anything else, just imagine if you were a kid that's anywhere between the ages of 7 and 14, 15. If your friend gets his shoe signed, what you think you want to get signed? Your shoe. And if he gets his shoe, then he wants his shoe. You get your water bottle, he wants his water bottle. Then you got your mom wants to get the book bag, and then so early on, multiple years prior to yesterday taking place, I used to be the one out there signing everything, and I would get in trouble. And they'd be like, yo, you got to chill. They'd be like, yo, you signing this stuff is going to get everybody else looking bad because they're not signing stuff, right? And I would have even stayed at times where it'd be like, yo, it's all right, just bring it over here. I don't even care. F the rules, right? There's F the rules. I don't care about that, right? So now me in my older age, as a little bit more,
why the change?
I'm a little bit more, but no, it's not this year. This has been the case now for the past couple of years, all right? But in this particular moment, I don't know, the kid just kept coming to me. I was like, yo, I can't, bro. Like, I'm signing the team pictures for you, and you're gonna get this picture with your autograph. We all in it together. It's beautiful. It's got all the names on it. It's nice. But I can't do that because your man's is right there. I know he sees this. We're not supposed to take pictures with the people because they're like, yo, it'll become a circus. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we can't get anything done. So that's why the rules like that. So I was just like, yo, nah, bro. Like, I ain't say it. I was like, yo, we just can't, man. But I got this for you. I mean, you'll get this at the end. You're good. So then he leaves and comes back. I'm like, yo, like, I can't, man. Like, but at the end, I promise you're gonna get this. You're gonna be good. Then at the end, that's when TG's like, hey, look, man. And I didn't mean to say, look, man. I think he just caught me in a moment because I was like, yo, look, man. It's like, we can't do this, all right? But at the end, you're gonna be good. And then after that, he was like, all right, just kind of. And then TG looked at me and said, dang, most thing got mean in his whole year. I was like, yo, what? I instantly felt guilty, bro. I was just like, oh my God, this is nuts, bro. So from that moment on, the whole rest of the camp, all I kept thinking in the back of my mind was, TG said I done got me, bro. Oh no, bro. I'm trying to be extra over the top nice to everybody I talk to. Hey man, that was such a great. I'm hot. We're playing 7-on-7, Deke. My team got scored on. I'm high-fiving the other guys that scored on my team because I don't want to be the main guy. I swear, bro. I swear. Kid through the top, I'm like, yo, high five. Yep. Hey, great catch. Great job. My team looking at me like, yo, what are you? My Gray's like, yo, Dad, we got scored on. That's not. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. All right. Everybody's good. I promise everybody's good. So, yeah, I want to appreciate
your team calling you Benedict Moats like the chat.
No, but I'm sure they looked at me sideways a couple of times like, yo, I was like, yo, not just the guy who caught the pass. It was one time I ran and found the guy who threw it. And I was like, yo, where are you at? Heck of a throw, man. I love that by you. All because of TG making that one little statement. I was like, yo, why you got to be like that, bro? Why? But, yo, it bugged me the rest of the day. I'm driving home. Oh, I'm in the car the whole time, Deke. I'm just like, he said I'm not nice. Oh, he said I'm getting me and these people. Oh, that's crazy. I ain't mean nobody, man. I'm nice. Yeah, that's what I kept thinking, bro.
You better today?
Leave me alone, bro. Why you see this is crazy? Oh my God.
I'm saying no. I'm saying like, do you feel better about it now? Like,
now I am feeling better because I'm just gonna say with the kids call this gaslight. I was like, he tried to gaslight. He just wanted to catch me in a moment, throw something out there, and then because of who I am, I just took it with me. And I was like, but no, I'm good now, man. I ain't worried about him no more. So yeah, leave me alone. But yeah, that was definitely your fault though, bro. So yeah, but shout out to everybody that came out there though, man. But I'm not mean. Deke seen me, bro. I'm a nice, happy guy all the time, bro. I'll be vibing. All right. So last thing, the real topic. All right. Since I'm not mean, and that's on record. We've seen Russ boxing, right? We talked about him working out with Freddie Roach. Look good. It's getting activated. You see, even got the quotes, right? Light feet, heavy hands, right? Quick feet, heavy hands, all that good stuff, right? How would you feel about him in a match with El Bell, though, man?
Man, no. No,
We ain't liking that?
no, we ain't gonna never get that.
Why not?
Because
he said he's been training with Freddie Roach, who we know has trained Manny Pacquiao and plenty of other world champions. I mean, it is the Freddie Roach. You know Freddie Roach. He said he's been training with him since before COVID. He looked good in there. He looked natural.
No, I mean, yeah, but you can't touch that. That's not meant to get punched in the face. That's a celebrity boxer. Like, that's just there for the mitts,
Because we done seen Rue, we done seen stars get in there and box now.
You know what's crazy? You want to talk boxing? Hold on, bro. Let me drop this. Because I'll be into the, I'm into the
and
drama.
I want to talk it all with you, so let's go.
I'm into the drama. Debo Samuel keeps kind of coming at Devin Haney.
You seen it. You seen it.
He needs to leave
You
that one
seen
alone.
it. I think it'll hurt Debo. I think he will hurt Debo.
Yeah, like dudes like that, they're here for the mitts. Like they throw hands for the mitts. Like, you know what I mean? Like it looks good. Like, I'm getting a good workout in.
Okay.
Like, even you know what I mean? My dog, like Russ in there, he looked good. Like his hooks look good. Like it's smooth, but like this is for the mitts. Like
he out the shoulders with it. I'm like, bro, you looking like you know what you doing.
I mean,
I'm just like it was flowing nice. The footwork looked nice. I'm like, yo, you this ain't your first rodeo, bro. What's up?
Let me put it into the language. Russ celebrity basketball game. He took the shot, he missed. Second shot, he knocked down that three.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's gonna hit a three in the game and we're not. No, we're not gonna put him in a. No. We're not putting him in a contest.
No one say
He took his time and he knocked it down. He's in there. He's throwing the hands on the mitt. Nice. But we don't want to see that get punched in the face.
He said just because you could go outside, put cleats on, and run a 40-yard dash at 4.4 seconds does not mean you could play in the NFL and run 4.4 seconds out there. That is not what that means. That is not what that means, man.
Yeah, no. We don't want to see that at all. We never want to see Russ get punched in the face. Like, no, I'm cool. We don't want to see that. Could you imagine Sierra seeing him just get punched in the face?
Yeah, I think Bo would win.
You think Elbow? I think Elbow will touch him, bro. I think Elbow will touch. Elbow put Adrian Peterson to sleep. Remember that, man. Elbow put Adrian Peterson to sleep. I said, oh my God. It was AP. AD.
You're not supposed to be punching AP in the face.
It was all. I said, yo, he's asleep. Ah!
And I was mad at Elbow. Like, how dare you punch him like that?
How are you, Elbow, gonna knock out AP like that? Stop it. Put your hands, keep your hands to yourself. Stop it.
Man, you don't knock AP out on the face.
Oh, man.
Boys was in there supposed to be just tapping up. Come on. It's the Mike Tyson effect, man. We don't want to see Mike Tyson get knocked out by Jake Paul. Man, cancel the fight.
Cancel the fight. I don't want to see this thing. Cancel it all. Just throw it out, man. Please. Please.
We don't want to see that.
Please. We can't see that. It's bad for everything. Just stop it. Stop it.
Man, come on. No, we don't want to see Russ.
Oh, man.
Man, we want to see Le'Veon versus Jake Paul, man. That's what we want to see.
Is that the one?
People see that. That's what the people want.
That'd be a good one.
I feel like that's the money one. I just don't like it all the way.
You just don't want to see Le'Veon.
Basically, I'm like, I don't like it. I don't want to see it. I don't like that one all the way, bro. I rocks with L Bell. You know that's L. I'm like, ring the bell. I'm like, I don't like that one though. Don't ring that bell. Don't ring that one. That's
that bell get rung on that. We don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that bell get rung, man. Just we could just talk about it. Talk about it. Just talk about it. Kind of like how Debo and Devin Haney. Just talk about it. Just don't. Yeah. I don't ever want to see that. Maybe in a couple of years. A couple of years might be different. But right now, I don't like it all the way right now.
Hey TG, real quick. We were talking about this earlier. NBA drafts tonight. Where does Bronny go?
Hold on, bro. You just rocked my world. The NBA draft tonight.
Bro, we just turned the TV on. Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know that.
We just turned the TV on. It popped. Bro, we ain't know either until we seen it. Was like, hey, this is a great topic.
I did not, bro. You just rocked my world.
We was like, oh, all right, yeah, there we go.
Man, what you talking about?
Where's he going? Is he going first round?
Man, he might go first pick. Man, what are you talking about?
I don't think that's happening.
You didn't see LeBron just opt out of that contract?
Talk that
It's
talk.
real. He might go first pick, but if he don't go, he'll probably go in the second, like to the Mavs. I think reality's gonna set in, and they're not gonna draft him super early. He'll go in the second. They'll make a little storyline of it. I'd like to see him to go to the Mavs if they can figure out a way to make that happen. Is that possible?
I'm hoping so. You know, that's
I
the
don't
one
know
I'm
where the
still
Mavs
holding
are
out hope
picking.
for, man.
I don't all the way know the draft drama to where he can't get picked here and all that. But like, man, I would love to see him go to the Mavs. It sounds like Houston's trying to make some splash plays. They trying to get Durant and the boys. So it's like, maybe,
because see, Bron can't go to Houston. You already know him and Emma. They be beefing.
Okay,
Yeah. They had smoke. They got smoke. So that ain't gonna happen.
Don't be so loosely with your words.
Yeah, And he was like, stop acting like. He was like, all right now. Yeah. We all got smoke for that one. Hey, I wish Emma would walk around. He ain't welcome in Pittsburgh. You talking crazy about Bron.
I mean, everything, all roads seem to LA to me. Like, what are we talking about?
To the LA? You know what I mean? I want to come out here to this East, man. What's up, Philadelphia? What's up, Philly? Come on, man. That's right around the way. We could just we could just drive to that. That's the turnpike, man. I could just drive that right there, man. Philly, Cleveland, Knicks.
I think reality was setting in that they're not going to play together, and then they just had that little workout. The family workout might have reignited something.
It looked good.
I personally would test the theory. I think Roto Bronny's not no bum, no, bro. He jumps so effortlessly. He can jump. He play defense. Like Drew Holiday-ish, you need those.
Yeah.
You know? And he's gonna give you like.
But he ain't got the size as Drew though. Drew a little tall, ain't he?
Is he? I think they're about the same size. But he played hard.
No, he do.
He's a knowledgeable player. Like he's gonna know what he's doing. Good pedigree. Good pedigree. JPJ. It's like I know the game. I know what I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna play hard every night. I'm not gonna get in trouble. You're not gonna get no scandals from that. And
basketball guy. He's a basketball guy.
Might mess around and get you a LeBron at least in your stadium. It's gonna bring up like your views. It's good for a market like Dallas.
Hey yo, my man Jerry Kirkland in the chat says Bron to San Antonio with the Spurs. You know, Big Bron love Popovich too.
I can see that.
I can see that one low key. That could make sense.
What about something like the Clippers? And now they all lived in the same town.
Ooh, but how that's gonna work with With what? I mean,
with what?
I mean, it's that. I mean, just saying.
Who, Russ?
Nah, I'm talking about Kawhi. It's supposed to be Bron. You can't go from Bron to go. I'm gonna put Kawhi. Nah, because they tried to say that was that before. Nah, that ain't that.
Man, that's about over, man. I just cut his hair, man. That's about the fade to black.
Stop wasting yo. Just cut his hair. It's over.
Kawhi ain't played a full season since, man.
Toronto, bro. What you saying? And he wasn't even playing full season there.
Kawhi don't play basketball.
No.
Kawhi's in that Rob Union phase.
Right. He about to be producing movies in a second. Just watch.
Yeah. Kawhi is just a name. Like, even though he's still a big dog, like, I'm not he's still a big dog. But it's like, that just ain't. You just don't know what you're going to get from that every night. That might sit out for a month. That might sit out for, like, it's possible that out of nowhere it could be season ending. Like, it's just, you just don't know with that. Like, me personally, I just think there's some young stars out here, man. There's some dudes that play hard every night now. Yeah. So it's like, I just think the passing of the guards there in terms of that. You know, I heard they about to let Paul George go. Like, that might not be a bad team to restart. Maybe I would love, and I know it sounds crazy, but I would love for him to get to like OKC. You know,
that'd be
young.
He'll be fire out there with a young squad like that. No pressure either. Small market.
The New York Knicks, when they just got that other young boy, they probably don't have no picks for that. But
bro, I think him in a Utah would be nice, or even him in a Denver would be nice.
I really was gonna say Denver. It's crazy to say that. Like, but I think Utah would be actually perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like one of them type of spots.
And then Utah, I'm pretty sure. I know. D Wade got some ownership in there. He part of the family.
Come on, bro. You see what it is. You see the connection.
You know what I mean? Take care of the market's not a small market, but it's not a huge market to where he'll build the market up some more. I think that'd be a good spot.
Yeah. Like I said, definitely got some options with it, man. Definitely got some options. All right.
I know that. They did not make a big deal out of this, man. I did not know that. That boy from Kentucky going #1, though. I do know that. I don't know about. I do know.
They're saying this dude from France. They got the mock draft
Yeah,
up right now.
Zachary Resache?
Baby Kimley. He's like.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about though. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He's the short one down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's short. He's only 7'1". You know.
Yeah, the Reed Shepherd, the guard. Yeah, that's the one they talking about.
Yeah, mm-hmm. He's only 7'1". He's not tall enough. But no, yeah. But I heard this. I read something where it's like this draft is like kind of a weak draft.
It is. That's what they saying.
They're like the first pick isn't like a life changer.
They said it's like the equivalent of like a Tobias Harris. I think that's what they said. Yeah.
I read that name. That's the exact name I read.
And Tobias, I mean, he's still 10 year. Flirting with 10 years.
Yeah, he had a good career.
Yeah. How many? Does he have any All-Stars?
Maybe one.
I think, I say fringe All-Star, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But no, the last thing I had, though, man, because I totally forgot to bring it up when we were talking about some of that boxing stuff, man. But you seen what they said with Ryan Garcia and the Devin Haney fight, right? Ruled no contest.
Man.
How you feeling about that, man?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, man. It's crazy because I'm one of the 3 million people who betted on the fight, and I want to know how I get my money back.
Because they said he had a little bit of that juice in his. They said he had a little sauce in his system, and he won the fight.
He not only cheated Devin Haney, he cheated all of us as well. So we want to know, how do we get our no decision back as well?
We want full reimbursements, man. This ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing, man.
Come on, something don't make sense.
Run me my bread back. Run me my bread back now, man.
Come on. That fight never happened.
Facts. But then
Green was gonna pop up in my account.
Like, but TG, this the flip side though. What if you hit and you won? I know you're not calling my phone. I know you're not talking to me about this. I've already seen what I seen. I've already seen what I seen. I know you ain't talking to me about this. It's done.
Man, that's the issue. Like
all sales final.
That's like the bank making an error.
You didn't gave me that money.
Man, they're coming to get that back. You know you weren't supposed to spend that.
Said that money go, bro. Hey, nah, we messed up. We need to recoup that. Nah, bro, it's gone. It's out of there. It never happened. I ain't got it no more. All right.
Never happened.
Yeah, bro. Okay. Well, you keep us posted on how all that play out for you, man. All right, because that's real. That's real.
Man, I'm all right though with it. Like, I'm all right with it. Like, I'm all right with it. Like, I'm glad they fixed it. I don't like no contest. I think they should have gave him a loss for it. It's like you cheated.
But he can't have a loss when we saw him win, and that's the problem. But he was because he was juiced up, right?
I mean, I've seen them they've taken wins from college programs.
That's the whole Les Miles argument right now. He's suing LSU for that and NCAA. Yeah.
They've taken wins from college programs. They took all them wins from USC and all them boys back in the day.
Now, question: I never followed it, but when they took the wins from SC, did they add those as wins for the opponents, or did they just treat those games as washed? Because that's what I never saw. I never knew that part.
Yeah, I think it's just washed.
So,
but it's still like I feel that too.
Because I'm like, in theory, technically, they're doing the same thing. They're not rewarding Ryan Garcia. They're just taking that away, and they're not giving Devin the win because Devin, we still saw him get beat, unfortunately.
See, I don't feel like Devin should get the win either. I feel that, but I do feel like Ryan should get a loss, as crazy as that sounds. Like,
even though we saw him win.
But he lost, but he cheated.
He did cheat, and that's very real. That's my whole. I'm torn because we know he cheated. But we visually saw him make Devin at times. We was all in our feelings like, bro, what?
But he was on the sauce.
That's what the sauce do. Because now you training. Yeah.
And it's kind of like the whole, like, the sauce doesn't make the skill, but it's like.
It helps develop the skill because it gives you way more threshold to put more time in it.
And it just
Barry Bonds wasn't hitting 70 home runs for the
Yeah.
Pirates.
It changes everything for you, bro. Yeah.
He was good. Like, he was a Hall of Famer already for the Pirates, but he went next level.
Bro, because now you're never tired.
Barry Bonds had to make contact with the ball no matter how you put it, but at the same time, it just went a little bit farther when he did make contact.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And that little bit makes a difference. Yeah.
You know? Like that might have not helped Ryan Garcia land that left, but when that left landed, it's like, whoa.
And you seen from the first time he touched him with it. It's like, yo, whoa.
Man, Derek felt like he was swinging away to him. He's like, is he swinging a 25?
It's like, what is that? What just hit me, man?
What just hit me? Like,
yeah, that is real. That is real.
And Devin's like respectfully messed up. He like, I'm taking a year off too. Like,
yeah,
we're both taking a year off.
I mean, because you think. Let's see. I mean, we've seen this in the history. I mean, was it Miguel Cotto when he got touched up behind that sauce? He was like, "Yo, it hurt people, man." So, all right, okay. Well, shoot, man. I don't think I got anything else. You got anything on your side, TG? Deke, y'all got anything? Everybody good?
Good.
Solid. Well, my dog, as always, man, you know we're going to spin the block and do this again. Yeah, because actually, when's the 4th of July? I got to check. But
I think it's next week.
What day is that? Is that next Monday? Well, if it's not the holiday, then you know we're going to spin the block and holiday. But if it is
Thursday.
Okay, so we should be good then. All right, then. So, yeah, so you know we're going to do what we do, man. Yeah. Appreciate you as always, though, baby. And we'll see you next time, baby. My dog.
All right, bro. Peace.
Shout out right there, the one and only TG, a.k.a. Terence Garvin, one half of the Locker Mates, and the crazy cousin of the show, man. Hit that like button if y'all was digging the conversation, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. And we are right, excuse me, on schedule. Love it. Oh,
What's the word? What time you got to be done?
Dude got a 6 today. Like I said, baby girl got hoop action tonight, man. She got hoop action tonight, man. So, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I got the dad gang going, man. Cheer my little heart up. Top my baby. Oh, Lord. She scored last time, Deke. I got a chance to see my baby girl score.
Final score of the game?
Oh man, it was not close. No. They lost, but it was like by 8. But it's like weird. Like it's not like it's like a coaching like league. It's more of like organized open run. So think about it like that. Like it's through a camp, got like the skills coach like they work with. So he like refs the games, but at the same time, it's more so for them to get organized pickup. But for her,
this final score is like 10-8.
No. It was like there was like 42-38 or something like that. Yeah. No, they'll score. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like the games though, because you don't know which squad they're gonna match up with. It could get lopsided at times too. Like it was, it was where we was like, woof. They got a lot of points. You feel me? Yeah. But we seen her getting better because, like I said, it's her first time ever doing like organized basketball. And we're like, yo, she running up and down the court. I'm over there, proud dad. Deke, she scored. My mama jumped out the day, go out. I was ready to hit the floor. She got a turnover. She stole the ball. So I'm trying to. I got to make sure I'm toned down when I'm in there. All right. Kick me out of the gym. But 6 o'clock. Yes. 6 o'clock.
12 minutes. Sean McCartney, time is running out for the Steelers to make a move for receiver. What's the latest possible time you feel they'd make a move, or do you think they're set as is? The trade deadline.
I think in the sense of trade deadline, I think for simplicity, I think if we're talking about to start for week 1, I think that
middle of preseason.
Yeah, probably in that second preseason game is if they don't do it by then. But no, actually, man, I could see a scenario where when they're doing those last cuts, that it's like that final week after that.
Well, now, game, I think there's an extra
it's like a week in between.
The final preseason game and the regular season now, right?
I would say that week right there because I could legitimately see a scenario where if San Fran or if it was Seattle, hypothetically, we really wanted them, right? But if they got a chance to see some of their other players or some of these younger guys on their roster making plays or stepping up and they feel confident that, this guy can give me production that is either on par or close enough to those guys, then maybe they would allow them to be a little bit more expendable, and we could see us potentially go and be aggressive then, because that would also have given us the time to see what does a Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin, Quez Watkins look like, right? That kind of gives us a chance to see, hey, how fast is Roman Wilson going to be developing, as an NFL player? What is GP looking like right now going into year 3? I think we would have a lot more information there. So, yeah, I'm going to say that time frame, man. That last week in between final preseason game going into week 1.
Randolph Williams has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Randolph Williams, and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And King Whooper got a couple here. He really wants to know the answer to this question. I think he's super chatted this a few times. He says, "What up, boys?" And I think this was directed towards TG. We missed him. He says, "Spill the locker room tea. You ever seen any married teammates at stop clubs?"
Jeez.
I think this is like the 3rd time he's asked.
Oh, Lord.
Well, he asked you the one time.
He did. Yeah, he definitely asked me.
He wanted to get the info from TG.
TG for certain would not answer this question, man. TG for certain, he's going to answer the same way that I think everybody answers it, man. Just, he ain't confirming or denying it. Just, no, none of that, man. So, yeah. Because, like I said, man, it's all, just, like we talk about, man. Everybody got their own little thing. So.
Well, he has another question. It says, if GP
why you playing
goes
so
down
much, King?
early,
Dang, why King want to play like that today?
He says, if GP goes down early, does our team on offense still have a shot to win the majority of the games?
As it's currently set up, me personally, I think we are in a little bit of an issue. Because we're all banking on GP not just being good. We're talking about him taking another step, right? Because outside of GP, we don't really love the receiving room. It's not like you have a ton of proven or consistent or ultra elite just personnel. And I think GP being out of that equation would, I think we'd be in a bad way. So I don't want to see that personally. I don't want to see that at all. But I do think if GP were to go down early, we're going to do whatever it would take. It would be like when we went and got Minka. Like, 7 went down. All right, cool. Go get Minka. We're going to have to win it on defense. I think it would be a scenario like that. GP went down. All right, cool. What's the guy we got to go get? Go get him now. We don't care. Because we got too much already in place. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about potentially adding a receiver while GP is still here. So I couldn't even imagine what we're looking like if we don't have GP, nor something equivalent or greater than.
I think we can still win games. It's just we'll have to win ugly. That's all. I don't think it's the most optimal way for us to be running an offense. But
I mean, we won 10 games last year.
Games. Yeah,
we
exactly.
don't win, but it's like, are we doing what we want? What we want? We want postseason success, right? We want to get back to the confetti. I just don't see that without him. Do you think we can get to the postseason?
Yeah, I think
and have success in the postseason without a GP?
It depends on how it looks. Like if somehow we can go to old school football and be successful with it, then yeah. Again, is that optimal? Is that exactly how I want it to be? No, not necessarily. I would want a wide receiver one. I'd want a franchise receiver out there because I think it just helps the offense overall. But yeah, I think we'd. Yeah, the offense would look a certain way. It'd look probably Tennessee Titans-esque, and then we might even have it look Tennessee Titans-esque with GP as is, but it would be even more so. It would be very dependent on the run game and play action and all that. And yeah, could we win if our defense is playing absolutely lights out?
Yeah.
Ultimately, yes, I would want GP if he gets hurt. We would have to figure out something.
So essentially, no GP would just put us right back to where we've been these past couple of years. You got to play perfect, otherwise, one mistake and you're going to lose the game.
Yeah, you'd have to see how Roman Wilson or Van Jefferson do. Could they step up? Still got a Moats out there.
Yeah, your margin for error is tight.
Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah. I mean, but we've won like that before, so it's not
That's
impossible.
What I mean. Like,
you just know that. Yeah,
with a Russ too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the one guy I think. At least I've seen it from him in the past. I've seen it from him traditionally. Like
Very true.
There's a lot of Seattle no-name dudes up there.
Can't count them out. Facts.
He was able to make things happen with.
Facts.
A bunch of the tight ends, like, dudes would get hurt, and then all of a sudden you look up, oh, this guy's like fantasy viable. He's got this random-ass tight end got
man.
2 touchdowns in this game.
That's legit, man.
And, like, no one was saying Doug Baldwin was a world burner when he was there.
Yeah.
Curse, who was there?
It was Curse, yeah. I was thinking, who's the Curse cat, dude?
Yeah, if there's one dude, like, I feel like we can make it happen. It would be Russ. That's what I mean. I think we can win games.
You're like, you're right.
I do think we can win games. I don't know if it'd be optimal. I don't know if we obviously wouldn't hit our ceiling as an offense and what it could be with GP, but I think we still win games. Defense would have to be playing lights out, all that, but
and Naj would have to be really happy.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We got one more that just popped in.
All right, where we at?
Your boy Dev, any advice on how to help wife postpartum?
Ooh, shout out your boy Dev. That's a real question right there. I would say this, man. Number one, if you can talk to somebody like a professional therapist, man, there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, they are great in terms of helping with wives and couples, man, in the sense of when they're dealing with that, man, because they do say that's more of like the internal psychology of just how some women react to, the babies being here. And it's almost like they'll not want to touch the baby, be around the baby. So they also say you're supposed to try to create situations where she does have to interact with the baby. You know what I mean? So you hold the baby, but sit next to her, make sure she holding it. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all do things together, but it's like, hey, babe, why don't you hold it for a little bit? That's what they've said in terms of how you read up on it and everything like that. Like I said, I'm not a professional on it, and I was fortunate my wife did not deal with that, but I do know people whose significant others did, and those are some of the things that they said, but they also said talking to professionals, man, definitely helped out also, man, so I would definitely recommend that. But those are some of the little things, man. There's, everybody is different with it, so like I said, that's how I would say it, man. But yeah, that's tough, man. But shout out to you though, your boy Dev, man. I like it, man. You ain't leaving no stone unturned. And that's what you're supposed to do as the husband or as the man. Oh, yeah, your husband. Yeah, you said your wife. Yeah. As the husband, man, hey, don't leave a stone unturned. Whatever you could do to support your lady, whatever you could do to help her out, be an ally for her. You know what I mean? And give her some grace also. Because it's going to be some times where I'm sure you could get a little frustrated. Your patience might be a little bit like, yo, come on, get over it. But, hey, just give her some grace because you know what she's working through, all right? But I like your energy, though, man. I know you're going to handle it like a rock star, baby, from the heart.
That was the last one.
All right, man, that's a heck of a one to end on, baby. All right, salute it then. All right, salute your boy Devin, salute wifey and the little one as well, baby. All right. So with that being the case, Deke, I think we right on time, right where we need to be. We did have King Whooper come back through with one final one with 3 minutes left on the clock. So we're gonna read this real quick and then we're gonna get up out of here. He says, "How long is Roman Wilson's leash if we have GP?" I think it's super long if GP is here. I think Roman Wilson, if he's developing at a faster clip, great. If he's slow with it, I think it's still going to be fine because GP is what we're going to look at as a force multiplier.
Yeah, he's our third round pick. He's fine.
Yeah, facts. I like it then, man. I like it. Well, with that being the case, that will do it for today's show. Like I said, man, dad gang, I get out there. Baby girl got hoops. All right, so we're going to see what's happening. But we greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us today. Shout out to y'all if y'all enjoyed the show. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out of this thing and subscribe if you are new. We back in the building tomorrow, but check the time. Got another altered time. All right. It's basketball, camp season, all right? But tell a friend to tell a friend. But either way, we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.